Hello, everyone. Oh my god, I didn't set anything up. Oh my Lanta. Sean, what are you doing? What are you doing? You gotta fix your Elgato. You gotta change the title of your stream. Oh, you dingus. That's the one I believe we want. The old 4x3. Perfect. You're awesome, Dickie V. It's awesome when you shut up. It's real great. Oh, goodness. And this is not on PlayStation 4 Pro. We'll go the old Xbox. I lost one of my brackets. Oh dear. Oh dear. Retro. No! Stop! Stop! God, give someone 30 seconds to do something. Who knows? Maybe, you know, send in some solicited nudes, you know what I mean? God, I don't need Dickie V yelling at me, scaring me while I'm trying to line up the perfect shot. Oh. Hello, welcome to a chaotic beginning of September Mascot Madness. This is part 7 of 8. We're almost done. Almost done. Alright, got the settings fixed. It's going to get going real quick here through the rest of the rounds, as today we are looking at the Sweet 16. Hopefully these brackets above me are legible. Oh, pardon me. They looked okay to me. They might be a little bit small. I'll make the Elite 8 a little better. Hello? Oh, that's because I'm hitting the wrong button. Good. Alright, cool. 2 minutes of this video is just absolute garbage. Alright. September Mascot Madness. Today, the entire Sweet 16 is being played. We have 8 full games for you, just like every other part in this series. We're starting out with Washington taking on Villanova. Nice, easy matchup to get to. We also have Boston College taking on Louisville. Memphis taking on Baylor. That'll probably be the thumbnail match. Maryland taking on Pittsburgh. Missouri and South Carolina. Arizona State taking on Temple. Florida, UCLA, Connecticut, and North Carolina will round out the 8 games today. Before we jump in here to the first game, take a look at the brackets. We'll start from the bottom up. In 5th place, Blind Guesses by Harper is locked in with 15 points. In 5th, I am locked in 4th with 18 points. It's a Guessing Game is locked into 3rd with 19 points. The Beebs prediction is locked into 2nd, though they can get as many as 28 points. And then Redneck Girl is going to win the whole thing. They have a score potential of 133, but they currently have 29. So can't lose any points at this portion of the tournament. So that is how it will it'll play out. Unfortunately, this one did end a little early. A lot of the Final Four was gone in the first half of the episodes, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we'll have some better luck next time. Maybe I will find a different game, depending on what happens today. Because if we keep getting Louisville just destroying everyone, we might need to try and find another game. But we'll see what Boston College can do here as we work our way through the Sweet 16, and then the next part, the final part, we will crown our champion. So let's jump in here to game number 1. Washington taking on Villanova, a top 15 matchup. Washington keeps having to go all the way across the country. They beat Miami in the last round, having to go all the way to Florida. This time around, they do have to go all the way to Villanova. Oh, that's actually the city. Oh, okay. Villanova, Pennsylvania. They play on All-American and 10 minutes. I say they play because I just commentate. And we just watch and enjoy some basketball. We get salty with the way Fall Guys goes. And then, we just try to erase it with some basketball. So here we go. Villanova winning the tip. We have a 0-0 on 0-0. Matchup for you to lead things off, and the score is conveniently 2 zeros on the board. Nice back Nice back three, or step back three. That's what I was looking for. Don't really know why he passed it to the teammate on the left. I guess maybe you hope you draw a foul, but you had a clear lane to get there. That'll be an and one opportunity for Harry Huskies. They missed the free throw. Excellent. Excellent work. Washington has an interesting history in this tournament. They've only ever beaten Washington State until they finally got through the second round and beating Miami. Washington always leads off against Washington State in the apple basket because basketball used to be played in peach baskets. So there you go. Stolen and scored for Villanova. So both teams have one basket on a fast break and no other points in like a set offense. So we'll see who can break that first. Unfortunately, however far Washington goes, and Villanova from this point forward after this game if they win, they'll be on the road for the rest of the tournament. So there's a 2. And then just like that, I said who's going to score points in like a set, and they both score some baskets. As we had a Villanova player just backing their way down the court into the stands. Shot is no good. Huskies get the offensive rebound. What is that? The scorer's table. That's what it is. Unfortunately, the benches are empty. I really wish there was a way to do this on the HD version, but I like the way it's set up, so hard to argue. Back outside. Villanova not really working anybody down low. We'll take one shot and get one shot off. Down 2, giving Washington back the ball. Washington working with a little screen, trying to set something up. That's into a double team. He's going to take the shot. It's over 2 defenders, no good. Nothing, no other player down there to help out and get an offensive rebound. Lead to some easy points for Villanova, and we're all knotted up here at 6. Teams working with a quicker pace, they're just not very accurate with their shots. Case in point right there. Quick pass, quick shot. That's a quick 3. We have a 6-9 game here. Nice. Swinging it out wide. Villanova with a big 3. They can't get it, but it is put back successfully. So we'll get 2 of the 3 points that Washington got on their last possession. And that was a pretty good look at a 3. Even with the defender there, the defender didn't really jump with him. He was a little far back. Careful of the baseline there. There's a dangerous pass across the court. Playing Husky in the middle with that guy who's like, I want the ball. That's an offensive foul, a charge. That'll be Washington's first team foul. And we'll see Villanova get possession back. So 9-8. We have 16 games remaining. If you've watched all the games up until this point, thank you very much. I enjoy doing these. Hopefully you enjoy watching them. So for some reason, the Washington defender just didn't go get the ball. He had a clear and easy way to get it, aka with, their paws. Just grab it. Not that hard. But instead, let it be an offensive rebound and 2 points to give Villanova the lead, but only momentarily as they come back and score a 2 of their own. We do this every March and September, going back to my previous thought about watching and enjoying the game. So if you're new, if you're just joining in, thank you, 1. But 2, the next tournament will tip sometime in late February, because there are conveniently 4 Saturdays and 4 Sundays in March. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, just double checking, making sure that I was reading that correctly. Washington now up 2. Oh my goodness, nice defense there. Probably a little contact. Maybe could have been a foul, but no call from the ref. Anyway, tournament will tip in late February, but there will be plenty of notice. We'll do a bracket reveal stream. We'll count down 5 great games from this. We'll do a hype stream right beforehand. You won't miss it if you watch the content. It's hard to miss if you're on Twitch or on YouTube. And The URL will be nice and easy next time around, so, as well. Because, boy, that's a much easier URL than the ones that I've had in the past. It's been like September Mascot Madness 1, 2019 in September. Like, wow, that's a lot. It's a lot. You had a guy wide open. It's a 3-on-1, and you kept the ball. You deserve to miss that shot. You need to pass to one of your two teammates that are standing there. Unbelievable. Swinging it out to Villanova shooter, and that is a 2-point shot, I believe. Yes, 14-14. Now 16-14. Villanova up top. Huskies dive into the ground to get it. We saw a 10-second violation on a similar animation in one of the previous games. That's a deep 2. And it was really weird. I think it was the Sun Devils. I can't remember exactly who it was, but they dove and then got a 10-second backcourt violation, which was odd. That's going to be a foul. Second foul on number 3, second team foul. So he got charged with the offensive foul and now gets a shooting foul on the defensive end. They'll go to the line for 2. I anticipate that they'll get put on the bench. No, not... Well, mainly I would guess that they don't put them on the bench because they don't need to burn a timeout when it's not a dead ball. Passing it into the corner. Careful of that baseline bandit. Steals a lot of possessions away from offenses because players just step on the baseline. Walking around the outside. 17-16 Villanova. Only hitting one of their free throws, but they did nearly get a 3-point play the hardest way. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Splashing it home. Washington will take a 2-point lead with that 3. We'll see. I mean, it was pretty late in the half when he picked up that second foul. There's about 4 minutes or so to go. You just hope that he doesn't get a third one. Okay. Right on cue. There was a foul called. That is the third team foul. But not on whatever player it was on. I forget already. Number 15, I believe. So no timeout. 2 free throws good. And a backcourt violation in the most bizarre way. The player models collided and it bumped the player backwards like a quarter of a step. Number 15 is getting subbed out. That was his second foul. So Washington might have 2 players with 2 fouls. They have 4 total team fouls. They're now down by 2. But that was a very weird situation. They just collided. He got moved back like a quarter of a step, and because he dribbled it, he took a backcourt violation. Weird. Never seen it happen that way. We've seen backcourt violations, but not with player collision. We have a really tight first half here, 21 all. Villanova into 2 defenders. Passes it back out for a 3. Villanova really comfortable just running players for from the perimeter. Not much of a paint presence. Big 3 from Villanova is no good. Defensive rebound goes to Harry Husky. I guess as a person who picked the Cougars to go far, and I always do, I follow my heart, not my head. I guess, if you lose to a idiot that steps out of bounds for no reason. Now, if you lose to a team that goes far, I imagine that feels a lot better than, man, we lost to this team that got obliterated the next round. Sliding around, pump fakes the 3. Driving inside, nothing doing there. They finally put someone down in the post. Pushes the Washington defender out of the way. Jams it home. Then another backcourt violation. A number of unforced errors for the Huskies. A couple of backcourt violations. A step out of bounds. Man, this is not the first half you want. They have 4 team fouls. They might have a little bit of foul trouble as well. Somehow that was not an offensive foul. Instead, he shoved him up the court and then went down to the basket. Interesting play there by Villanova to give them a 4-point lead with 1:35 remaining first half. Working them around the outside. Got the screen successfully, and that's a nice 3-pointer from Washington to slice the lead down to 1. That's a nice block from Washington, but again, the loose ball recovered by the offense. And that's going to be 2 points for the Villanova Wildcats. Harry Husky working it around the outside. Not sure that was who the pass was for, but he just happened to catch it. Saw that a couple times in the Tennessee Titans game today. Gardner Minshew. I guess I should have said Jacksonville Jaguars games. Game, I should say. That is up and in. That is the 5th team foul on Washington here in this first half. Villanova will go to the line to shoot 1. And instead of getting a celebration animation, we get a cat creepily staring at us. Fantastic. Maybe that's the thumbnail image. It's just that. Shot is up and good. So 30-24. What I was talking about, though, is in the Jaguars game today, Gardner Minshew, former Cougar, had a couple of passes that he threw that were just kind of area passes. It was like whoever it ended up closest towards was the receiver to get it. And that seemed like it was kind of in that situation where the Husky threw it and was like, whoever catches it, they catch it. And they keep stepping out of bounds. So that's at least 4 unforced bad turnovers for the Huskies here. And they're all in the closing couple of minutes here, this first half. And it's really opened this game up. It was a very competitive game. It was knotted up at 21. It was 25-24, which would maybe even be the better comparison as they're going to run it out here. Villanova with a spin move. Passes back inside. Hook shot off the left iron, no good. Washington gets the rebound, but no go. So at 25-24, a couple of unforced errors and a bunch of points for Villanova give them an 8-point lead going in here to the second half of action. Nice move by the Huskies there, except for it was a really bad shot. Just went a little too far up the court, and when he let go of the ball, it was just into the side of the backboard instead of at the rim. That shot is up and good. So 32-26. Washington scores the first 2 points of the second half. They don't need much of a run. They probably need more what Arizona State did to Georgia Tech, not to bring it up. They just need to keep within striking distance and make sure that they don't fall too far behind. Back to an 8-point game. You can trade twos if you want. Hope that Villanova goes on a little bit of a cold streak. You stay at least lukewarm from the field. Get maybe a possession or two where you're able to get points when they get nothing. That's almost part of it. Forced a miss. They did part of it right. So back to an 8-point lead. Working it around. Nice inside. That's going to be nice inside pass. That's going to be a foul. Washington's got to make their free throws here. Okay, I'll remind you, Washington got to make their free throws here. Now, 1 for 2 from the line, so now it'll rotate between a 7 and a 9-point lead if the Huskies trade twos. Now, this strategy worked well for them against Miami. They were able to force some turnovers, get some easy baskets. Villanova slices through it pretty easily. That's a deep 3 for Villanova, and it is up to 10 now. So Washington implemented a full-court defense that didn't really do a whole lot, and Villanova took a deep 3. If you're the Washington defense, you're probably okay with that, where you're like, that's just a deep shot. Washington looked like they had a pretty good look at a 3 there, passed it up. Didn't really do a whole lot. It's going to end up being a defensive foul. Nice drive to the basket. Nice bounce there. Second free throw is good. So, 39-31. Washington working with their kind of full court situation here. Villanova again. Oh, right as I said it, I was going to say they were able to get through it pretty easily. Washington, there's a nice 2. See if they don't continue to implement it. I was about to go, they got through it, and they immediately threw a turnover. Washington got a nice 2 points there. Nice steal off the inbound pass. You have to be very careful if you're the Huskies. You've had a couple of backcourt violations. One of them, granted, not your fault. For some reason, did not take that 3. Floating it inside, back across the court. Maybe not their best option. It's going to be a block. And of course, Villanova able to recover the block on the defensive side. That's a 3 for Nova. Off the right iron, no good. So we go back to the Huskies, down 6. 39-33. Pass across the court. Inside, trying to get him to bite on the fake. Does not work. Huskies float pass. Playing Husky in the middle again. There's a guy right there who could theoretically touch the ball at some point. It's going to be a defensive foul. That's the third Villanova foul this half. Leads to 2 Washington points and 4 points for the Huskies in a row. And another turnover, an excellent play there by Washington. They just kind of got in the way enough to deflect the ball. Quick pass inside, and that is 6 fast points for the Huskies to make it a 1-possession game. Silent crowd here in Villanova. Working around to the 3. 1-on-1, driving inside, passing back. It was a nice play there. And a good foul. Or at least an okay foul. Washington can tie it on this trip down the floor with a 3. That was a good move by Villanova. That was a very easy looking 2-pointer. See if they run somebody around to pick up a 3-point opportunity. They'll kind of try, but he doesn't have a whole lot of room to work. The Huskies are not moving without the ball. There they finally go. Almost getting a 5-second violation. Trying to drive 1-on-1. Not working. There's a Villanova defender's back to him and for some reason ran into him. That was a very weird play. That was an ugly shot. Just short off that right iron. No good. So instead of cutting into the lead, they give Villanova back the ball with the same lead they had last time. It almost gave up a 3-pointer to boot. Nearly a 5-second violation, but I don't believe it was on that player. Pass inside, 1-on-1, defensive foul. Villanova picking up 4 of them in the first 4 minutes, actually, excuse me. Not even 4.5 minutes of this game. Washington only 1 for 2 from the line. They now are down 2. They're going to drive it 1-on-1, get locked up in that weird spot. Another Husky defender comes over to help, strips the ball away. Villanova gets control. Working around the 3-point line here. Bounce pass inside, pass back outside, swing it around for 3. There's a deep 3. That's a dangerous spot. It's not dangerous for a lot of teams, but for Villanova, that's a dangerous spot if you're a defensive or a defender, rather. Passes immediately under the hoop, will fall away. Pop up over the rim, and it is good. Washington doing an excellent job of staying within striking distance. Just keeping their foot enough in the door. That's out of bounds. Interesting. Number 15 is coming in for Washington. So I guess he wasn't even in the second half. They held him out for the last couple of minutes or so of the first half, and then the 5.5 or so minutes of the second half. Don't get a 5-second violation, you idiots. What is wrong with you? That's the last thing you want to do in that scenario is get a 5-second violation. It's a 1-possession game. What are you doing? Two quick passes inside and the slam-a-jam-a dunk there. Almost another backcourt violation. They were right there. It's a quick pass inside, a nice quick pass inside. That'll make it a 3-point game again. 45-42. Under 4 minutes to go here in the opening game of the Sweet 16. Thanks for joining me. I would say hard foul. Number 42 getting his second call of the day. It's like a team foul here for Washington in the second half. So we'll see what the Huskies have here for the stretch portion of this game. There they go, working around somebody for a three-pointer. They'll take just a deep 2, swishes it home, cuts the lead down to 3. That was a quick release. That's what you're looking for on those plays. You hold even for a beat. Nice steal there as the lob pass was easily intercepted. Floats it forward. That was a bad possession. What I was trying to say is if you hold that shot for like even just for a beat, the defense gets an opportunity. And that was a good catch and shoot. But a couple of sloppy possessions here for Washington, where they potentially could have tied, taken the lead here. Just rushing too quickly to try and get some points, and they get lucky. They get bailed out with a foul call there. Now down 2. They'll try and work with this full court defense to force a turnover, which is a weird time for them to do it. Only one possession game. And a 10-second half court is called, so it actually comes in handy. So good for them. Washington forcing a turnover there. They'll work their way around for a three-point shooter per chance. No. Not a great pass. It was a good defense. It was a good defense by Villanova. Off to the left side. Shot up and good. So we're all knotted up at 47. It was tied at 21. Nova's had the lead since then. That was about 10 game time minutes ago. 49-47. Working around the three-point, trying to get a drive. Nice defense by Villanova. Getting into a double team. That's a deep 2. Doesn't matter because it doesn't go. Villanova will float pass over the top of the Husky defense. Surprised no one got a hand up there. Or a paw up. That was just an ugly play from Villanova. The Huskies still can't get the ball. So with 1:45 remaining, it's a 2-possession game. Huskies need a basket here. One good defensive stop and a basket on the other side. Excellent rotation. That is a tremendously deep 3 for the Huskies. Anything you can do, I could do worse, said the Washington Huskies as they elect not to play defense on a drive like that. They get lucky that there wasn't a basket made there. They'll take a timeout. See what they have drawn up here. That's not what they had drawn up. Get a turnover or throw it, do a turnover was not part of that. 6 points in a row for Villanova. They push them into the Elite 8 here late in this game as the Huskies are just falling apart. They did this in the first half as well, where they were tied. They were right there, and then all of a sudden there was a couple unforced errors and some bad possessions, and all of a sudden Villanova was up 8. Spinning around. Splashed it home. 53-49. Washington doesn't really need to take or get the fouls. Looks like maybe they'll intentionally foul. That looked like more of a reach-in. An offensive foul. So that's the 6th team foul for Villanova. So keep that in mind. If something like that happens again, Washington should go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. But an excellent possession there defensively for Washington. No points. Don't have to do any of the fouling thing. Back up. 3 off the iron. No good. They wasted it. They wasted all of it. And now no one's doing anything. You got to intentionally foul here, Washington. What are you doing? What are you doing? Villanova's not even taking a shot. What is going on? That was very poor play from the Huskies. Wrap them up again. Next one will go to the line, so one more opportunity for a stolen inbound pass. They can't get it, so 1 and 1 here. First one's good. Huskies down 5. Off the right iron, you absolute Maroons, what are you doing? Down 6. Off the left iron. So 2 made, 2 missed. Remains a 6-point game. The Huskies got to work quickly here. You need a 3. You need a quick 3. They're going to give you a pretty open look. That is a deep shot. It's off, no good. The Huskies lose. Good riddance, you idiots. Good game for the most part. The Huskies just made way too many dumb mistakes down the stretch. Some very poor possessions. And that'll be a 55-49 final. Villanova will move on, and they punch the first ticket to the Elite 8. That's just infuriating. Just dumb possessions that, whatever. Villanova may not have an easy time in the next round, depending on how this matchup goes. And this matchup is the second matchup of the day, with Boston College taking on Louisville, which is in the L's. Eagles, Cardinals, little bird-on-bird action for you. We're going to Louisville, Kentucky. All-American, 10 minutes. This is a top-ranked matchup as well. Number 19, number 33, excuse me. Going head-to-head here for ticket number 2. See what we have in store for us in this game. Hopefully it's as good as the previous game. The previous game was pretty good, minus the end of the first half and the end of the second half for Washington. That was where they fared their worst. But thankfully it was competitive. Well, float pass inside for Louisville, and they are off to a quick 2-0 lead. They'll get into formation for their annoying-to-watch defense. Boston College able to slice through it and get a nice easy 2. So 2-2. Now, if you remember, Louisville was actually losing to Oklahoma 15-10, and then went on just a tear. I believe they only allowed like 15 more points, 20 more points for the rest of the game. See what Boston College has here. They're just working it. That was almost a 10-second violation. That's going to be a foul on Louisville. First personal on number 4. First team foul. We have a naked bird versus a bird in shirt. Boston College will take the lead 5-4. And they'll give Louisville a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. So in what might be the most boring game of all time, Boston College getting a turnover right at midcourt. Excellent defense by Boston College. It's annoying when Louisville does it. It's exciting when Boston College does it because, you know, maybe not having a repeat champion would be great. That's a hard foul. Going to send Louisville to the line for 2. First one's good. Second one is good as well. So they'll set up here. We'll see if Boston College continues. Let's just slide it up. Don't throw it back across the court. Oh my God. I hate Louisville. I hate them so much. There you go. That was what Oklahoma was having success with. There was a nice bounce pass. Couldn't get the shot to go. If you can force Louisville to miss shots and not let them set up in their defense, you might have a chance. However, fouling them and sending them to the line does not help. Second shot is up and good. So Louisville leads 10-5. We'll set up here. On the flip side, if Boston College is going to continue, you need to go up the court. You have to go up the court. I don't understand how this is so hard. Third team foul already on Boston College, and we are like 2 minutes into this game. It was not a shooting foul. So they won't go to the line. They'll just take it in from the sideline. Out of bounds, Boston College ball. So what Boston College needs to do is throw it up the court. Up the court. They have the... Up the court. Don't go backwards. Three is off. Boston College. Oh my God. Why? Why would you throw it back court? Shot is short. No good. That is 14 fouls on the Eagles of Boston College, and another opportunity for a three-point play for Louisville. So 13-5 here. See what the Eagles have. A three. That one is short. The tip in is short as well. So back to Louisville on offense, who are up 8 points 3 minutes into this game. They may just be too much for literally any team, which is unfortunate for anyone watching this tournament. God damn it. I hate their defense. It's so boring to watch. And it forces a lot of teams into really dumb mistakes. I don't know if that one's necessarily a dumb mistake. Defensive foul. That's 5 fouls on the Eagles. And it is 17-5. Louisville thought maybe we'll give him a little break, and then said, nah, we're good. See, when he's going to the right, when he has that middle defender in the middle of the floor, there you go. That's how you get around it. It was a reach in. Trying to drive it. Float pass inside. 1-on-1. Got a shoulder into him. Knocked that stupid bird over. And Boston College did it once, but they'll elect not to do it again. They'll stick with their regular defense. Been a while since they've been actually able. 3 short. Been able to set up a defensive set. They've been missing so many shots that the Eagles haven't taken the ball in, or the Cardinals, excuse me, haven't taken the ball in. There's a little flip shot that's no good. The dunk put back is good though. Pardon me. 17-9. See if they can make a little bit more of a run here. Look, Boston College, even if you lose, please just make it competitive. Louisville has just demolished 2 teams to get to the Sweet 16. And that was a bad mistake by Boston College. They just stepped out of bounds. The ball was going to go out of bounds. It was last touch by Louisville. Clearly last touch by Louisville. And when they went for it, it was just, now we're good. You can have the ball. Louisville, you don't possibly need any. Don't you get a 5-second violation? Couldn't possibly need any more extra possessions. Foot pass inside, 1-on-1, down low. Back outside of the corner. A lot of clutter going on over there. They're going to have to get a shot up. That's going to be an offensive foul. So that is foul number 6. 5 minutes into this game. The Eagles, though, their defense is playing pretty well over the last couple of minutes, not allowing too many points. There's a 3 from the Eagles, and that one made it. So it was 17-5, now 17-12, 7 straight points for the Boston College Eagles. Swinging it around the outside. Shockingly, Louisville did not take that wide open look. Maybe he's not really much of a sharpshooter. Passing around. Driving inside, back outside to the 3, into the corner. 3, 2, 1. Right at the last second, almost stepped on the baseline. Instead gets a little bit of space and enough to finally get a shot down for the Cardinals. There we go, pass it back. Probably pass it back one more time. You are running out of time. You gotta go up the court. Out of bounds. Boston College thankful that's not another foul. They already have 6. Out of bounds, Boston College ball. There they go. Getting it up the court. Not bad. Taking it in from the sideline. A little bit different than from the baseline. Didn't look like Louisville was set quite correctly. Bounce pass inside into a double team. Back around. It's cluttered everywhere. Louisville's defense suffocating. Don't you step out of bounds. Trying to shake, give himself any kind of space. So they'll rise up, take a contested 3. No good. Bounce off the rim a couple of times. And just nothing doing there. Louisville, on the other hand, taking a contested 3, and they'll make it. So they're now up 10. Almost stolen away by the Cardinals. You got to pass it forward at some point here. Go up. Not that way, you idiot. 3 for Louisville off the left iron, no good. Boston College with a rebound. You need to go up and to the left. Throw it, spoiler alert. If you throw it to where the defender isn't, there's a higher percentage chance that you'll actually make the pass. Just a little pro tip. Another 2 for Louisville. I feel like they're in control of this game. Okay, so now he's on that guy. Moving over a little bit, stripped away. Just. I'm going to eliminate Louisville from the tournament myself. Dear God in heaven, Boston College. I hate them. I hate them. At least when Duke won, they had the good graces to lose in the first round. Oh my God. It's not even that they're like routinely just crushing everyone. It's that they're so boring to watch. I hate their full court defense. I can't stand watching it. Like, oh, Boston College threw another bad pass that got intercepted because they can't figure... Oh, are you kidding me? On cue like that? I wasn't even... Fucking idiot Eagles. Kick it back outside, maybe? There's a 3 off the right iron, no good. So it's a 2-touchdown game here. 28-14. Speaking of touchdowns and football, should remind my mom that the Seahawks and Patriots are playing tonight. She likes both teams, so she won't root for anyone in particular. She'll just root for a good game, which is what I was hoping to get during this tournament, or this specific game. And, no, not getting that. I believe we're at like 13 straight points for Louisville. Maybe like a 14-3 run. 14-2 run. So I think it was 17-12, so 13-2. Another 3 from Boston College. They finally knock it down. They're going to need a lot more if they want to be competitive here in Louisville, Kentucky. The 3 from Louisville. No good there. Good opportunity here to cut it down to 10. Maybe just 11. Back in. Flip, no good. Offensive rebound is going to be fouled. And number 11 is going to get injured on the play. First free throw is no good. You got to take these opportunities while you can. Louisville was kind enough to foul you and give you 2 shots from the line, and you missed both of them. We'll see you in March, I guess. What? Why did no one get that? Somehow that was blocked and finally just put back. Just put the Eagles out of their misery. Excuse me. Off the right iron. No good. We have a 15-point game here at half. 32-17. Only 10 more miserable minutes to go. There's a 3 for the Eagles, and that's a good start for them, cutting the lead down to 12. They need a lot of good defense here. 7 good possessions of defense, or 6 good possessions of defense. Okay, 7 good possessions of defense. You don't even really have to outscore them 3-2. You just need... I'll try for another 3. Offensive rebound. Move the Louisville Cardinal out of the way and jam it home, back down to 12. 6 good possessions. They don't have to come all in a row. 2 here. 2 here, 1 there. 3 somewhere in there somewhere. There's a good one. Off to a good start. You can pass it forward. You can pass it back. That's going to be a foul. So the first foul for Louisville here in the second half. We'll keep the number 15 in the back of our head as this half continues. BC, what are you doing? That is 3 missed free throws in the last 2 game minutes. And Louisville has elected to change up their defensive scheme. Left a guy wide open over there for 3. He's not even moving. Everybody on this court is done with this game. The commentator is done with this game. Stolen away by Louisville. Stolen away by Boston College. Down 14 here. 8:06 remaining, second half. They have time to do something, but they have to be consistent and not have dumb possessions. Can the game hear me? Can the game, understand what I am saying? Where I go, oh, don't have a dumb possession. It goes, have a dumb possession. Check. You got it, buddy. Right on cue, Boston College is going to get a stupid 5-second violation for literally no reason whatsoever. The defender was just standing there. That's way too easy. .36 remaining, second half. Through 2 defenders, nothing doing there. Louisville comes away with a defensive rebound. Shot up and good, so we're up to 18 points of a deficit now. 41-23. Now's a good time to leave the stream. Somebody was whistling. Somebody's whistling outside. I thought it was the ice cream man. And I was going to say, well, that's an okay time for the ice cream man to come by because I'm not actually trying to commentate this game at this point. Even better, a baby crying. What could possibly be worse than this shitty game? We have found the answer. Stolen away by Louisville. 19 points ahead. Defensive foul. Team foul number 1 for the Cardinals. Both of those free throws were missed. Astonishingly. Don't worry, we have 6 minutes and 20 seconds of this nightmare to go. Nice swish there. Now it's down to 16. Up over the defender. Louisville just can't miss unless it's from the free throw line, in which case they miss consistently. There's a 3 from Boston College, no good. As the Cardinals here work the clock, sliding with somebody in, off the back iron, no good, jammed home. Off the left iron, no good. Well, we're kind of just waiting for this hellhole to end. Let's... There's a whole site dedicated to NBA 2K mods. That is insane. NBA 2K21 bubble thing? Cool. So like NBA like college mods? God, how would you even start doing? You have to like model all the characters and shit. College basketball mod. College Hoops 2K. Pardon me. Let's see. College Hoops is coming. What's for this list? Oh. There's not a lot of teams. How would you... I guess you have to model everything, huh? Because all I would want is just the mascots, I guess. I don't know. That'd be crazy. Crazy. Backcourt violation. Boston College ball. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to just skip ahead. I sure wish I could in real life. It's a 21-point game, 23-point game. 3 minutes remaining. So you should be good, if you're watching on YouTube, to move ahead about 5 minutes. And hopefully there's a good one in there somewhere. 58-37. Actually, you know what? While I have a minute, I'm going to mute my camera and my audio. Oops, that was the wrong thing. I did not mean to mute the Elgato, the webcam, and the audio. I'm going to call my mom real quick. Be right back. 20-point game, 106. Okay, well, the nightmare is finally over. Louisville, big winners here, as expected. 42-62. Unfortunately, you kind of hope for a good game, but then you get a 20-point blowout. Cool. You hate to see it because it's boring as hell, and I hate the Cardinals. All right, let's move on here. Wash away the salt from that last game. We'll move on to Memphis and Baylor. Make sure to give myself a Memphis. The wrong way in the alphabet, but that's okay. Myself a good thumbnail here. Perfect. Memphis heading to the Baylor Bears territory. Tigers versus Bears. Game number 3, looking to punch a ticket to the Elite Eight. Going to Waco, Texas. All-American. Pardon me. 10 minutes in the halves. Here we go. Let's get some energy going. Let's get some hype going. Let's have a better game than the last one. As we get to watch Tigers and Bears. Big fan of the basketball in the key for Baylor. Kind of a boring mid-court logo, but that's okay. It's a nice green. Don't think we've been to Baylor in a while. I think the last time we were in Baylor that I remember was the very first tournament. Baylor against Duke. Pass inside. Tigers trying to make a move. Blocked by Baylor. Grabbed before it went out of bounds. And push it forward. A little 2-on-2 here. Excellent recovery defense by the Tigers. And they'll get a turnover on their end. Find the guy streaking in. Dunk it in home to give the Tigers a 2-point lead. So one of these teams will have a kind of an easy path to the Final Four, I guess. They don't have to face Louisville immediately. They will take on Maryland or Pittsburgh to get to the Final Four, where they most likely will beat Louisville in the Final Four. which means that they'll be almost a lock for a third place game. But that is a long way from now. Right now we have a minute and 12 seconds gone. Another turnover for the Tigers. Or takeaway for the Tigers. They'll jam it home, and quickly it is 6-0. Baylor struggling to get any sort of rhythm going on here for in this game. 4? I don't know where that word, I don't even know where that was going. We'll just move past it. Working around the outside, pass back across the court. It's been dangerous for Baylor. They'll lose the ball, gets stripped. Last touch by the Tigers, so Baylor will maintain or retain possession. Pass back to the right, inside, should be pretty easy too. Rattles around the rim a little more than you would want ideally. But that'll drop and give Baylor their first points of the game nearly 2 minutes in to the first half. They're not down by a ton though. 6-2. Guy in the corner, getting close to a 5-second violation. Nothing though. Flip up off the rim, no good. Way deep for 3. He took a step back to nail that shot. And it is 6-5. So Memphis out to a quick 6-0 lead. And then Baylor done a good job in the last 40 seconds or so of coming up with 5 straight points of their own, and a turnover right here. They got a guy coming in on the right. That should be a nice easy dunk. And just like that, in less than a minute, Baylor scores 7 points, regains, or takes the lead, I should say, for the first time in this game. Could be in for a streaky matchup here. 3 for the Tigers is good. Now Memphis up 2. Looks like they're going to work with a full court defense. Please, for the love of God, don't do that the whole time. And that was kind of that weird, like, half-assed defense as the ball is stripped away. Baylor gets a hold of it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. We'll flip. They were under the basket, but still able to get it up and in. Knotted up at 9. I always think it's weird to watch the defense. 3 for Memphis is good, so 12-9. It's interesting to watch the Tigers kind of work with just a one. Pardon me. Watch with a one-on-one all the way up the court because it doesn't really lead to anything usually. Deep 3 for Baylor. Looks like he needed to take a step inside that time to get it to go. Working around the perimeter. Try and find a little bit of space over there. They've been successful from 3 so far this game. A couple of them from beyond the arc. Driving inside, flipping it up, and no good. This leads to a foul. Second team foul for the Baylor Bears. Shot is off to the right. So Memphis not doing a good job at making free throws at all. 0 for 2. That is not the start you're looking for if you are the Memphis Tigers. Throwing it back. Trying to drive it. Pulls back, elects not to. Nice steal by Memphis there. Passes it ahead. It's a one-on-one. Got a guy coming up on the right. Instead, he'll force a foul. And weirdly enough, usually it's the person who gets fouled that is injured, but this time it is the foul committer. Has a little trouble with his back. Memphis will shoot 2 from the line. First one's good. Second shot up and good as well. So 5-point game. Matches Memphis's largest lead of the game. Nope, I'm sorry. 6 points was their largest lead of the game because they got 6 in a row. My bad. I was trying to figure out why that wasn't right. Took me a second. Nice 3 from Baylor. They ran him around perfectly to get a wide open look at that. That's a nice quick pass inside. That's a big 3 for Baylor. Splashed home, cuts the lead down to 1. Was 16-12, now 16-15. 5 minutes to go here. First half. Good first half so far. Nice jam home and a quick pass got behind the defense there. And that is 2 points for Memphis. So 18-15. We'll see if Baylor can tie it up here. They've been successful from 3. It's been a pretty 3-heavy game to this point. They had the ball stripped away, lucky to maintain it. Shot is no good. First foul for Memphis. So he'll go to the line. Shoot 2. First free throw is no good, so we have a couple of teams not making free throws here in this game. Second free throw is no good, so Tigers go 0 for 2, Baylor goes 0 for 2. And it's a mess there. Nice read on the defensive end for the Bears. You got a guy wide open on the left. Instead, you'll go to the man in the middle. Up and in. So Baylor gets those 2 points. Kind of either way, but if you get put on the line, you're going to want points from the line. Memphis working it around. Oh, just out of bounds. The pass was just a little bit too far to the side. Had to adjust a little bit to grab it, and unfortunately that's a turnover for Memphis. Can give Baylor back the lead. Baylor did an excellent job scoring 7 quick points to erase a 6-point deficit early in this game. Make sure, when you get down big, make sure you want to stay in striking distance. Can't get it all back at once, but you can make 3 good possessions. Make them count for you. To the outside. Nice skip pass inside, blocked by Baylor. They'll push the tempo. Probably should have thrown that a little bit quicker. Unfortunately, that's an out of bounds and not a foul. But that was a good-looking play. It was a good idea. You had a 3-on-1 opportunity. You throw it over to the left. There's not really a defender to cover. But it just did not work that time around. Back outside. Past the 3-point arc. Work inside. Into a double team. And that is stripped away. 19-18 Baylor. 3-pointer no good, but the putback no good, but it is a foul instead of out of bounds. Sometimes those animations look so similar, it's really hard to tell. Baylor continuing with struggles from the free throw line. Finally gets one to go. Pushes the lead out to 2, 20-18. Oh, it's my Xbox. There's like a noise that I can hear, and I'm like, what is it? 3-pointer from the corner for Memphis is good. It sounds like it's like a vacuum or like a high, just something's running really high pitched. No, it's the Xbox. It's the old ass Xbox that's sitting on top of the box. It's probably going to collapse at any moment. And outside, inside, flip up and in. Nice play by the Baylor Bears here. Oh, is his shirt supposed to be open? I'm really confused. Either that bear is very sweaty or his shirt is supposed to be open. 3-point play for Baylor. Gives them a 2-point lead. 23-21. About 2 minutes remaining here in the second half. A little over, actually. 2:15 remaining in the first half. I feel like I said second. Everything's a mess. It's all a disaster. Salty from Fall Guys. Salty from the last game. Up and in, and that is the 4th team foul on Memphis, and this is the 2nd foul on number 0. So I would anticipate that we'll see him go to the bench for the rest of the half. No reason to get a cheap 3rd foul. There's only 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Shot up and good. So 26-21. Tigers have led by as many as 6. Baylor now with their biggest lead at 5. That is immediately cut down to 3. 26-23. See what the Tigers do. They're going to work with a little bit of a defensive pressure here. Drive it up the right-hand side of the court. Move it back to the left. Passing inside. Looks like a Memphis defender maybe got a paw on it in there somewhere. Pass it back to the right. He did not continue to collapse towards the hoop, so kind of useless. Bad pass. Probably would have been better just going for yourself. And Memphis going to go for a 3-point opportunity here as the Baylor fouler point forward number 1 coming out of the game. Baylor with their 4th team foul, 2nd foul on that particular player. I don't know if they also made a substitution there. It's a defensive foul. Number 0 came into the game and immediately picked up his 3rd personal. That is absolutely horrendous. 2 shots up and good. We'll see a timeout here. Number 1 will come right back in the game, even though he literally just got removed. 28-26. Bounce pass inside. Frozen in that weird animation. Back in. Nice push and just slamming it home. Back outside. Sliding in. Shot no good. Tigers running up the left side of the court here. All knotted up at 28. Probably going to get one more shot clock out of this. 35 seconds remaining. 10-second difference between shot and game clock. You can milk a bunch of time off it and only give Baylor about 10 seconds left. Ooh, that's a bad play there. Got stripped and stolen. Baylor got to run on a fast break and another foul. Point guard number 1 going to pick up his 1st foul. And Baylor continues to struggle from the line. 21.2 remaining here, first half. 1 for 2 that trip down the floor. And Baylor leads by 1. Tigers can take the lead here. Final shot can be all theirs. Just kidding, it's going to be stolen by the Bears. They'll run it forward. The Tigers just got the hell out of the way. Up and in, the 7th team foul for Memphis this half. And yikes, you don't want to see that. You're going to be in some foul trouble considering one player has 3 fouls. You are going to be blessed by Baylor's atrociousness from the line. But a bad shot there as they'll come to the line. I'm going to hit pause real quick and go ahead and check Stats Central school stats and look at the free throws. 3 for 6 free throws, 3 free throws. 3 for 6 for Memphis, 6 for 11 for Baylor. So not as good, or as bad I should say, as I thought it was, but it is 31-28 here. Baylor should get the ball first to start the second half. Let's see what they can do here. I believe they had a turnover on their first possession of the first half. It led to some easy points for Memphis. Or maybe it was like a turnover missed shot. I think it took a little bit to get into the scoring of this game. All kinds of chaos going on down under the hoop. Can't really tell exactly what's going on. But it remains Baylor ball. They have all kinds of players on the left-hand side of the court. And Memphis very quickly getting back into the fouling habit that they have. As 1 for 2 from the line goes the Baylor Bears. It makes them 7 for 13 from the free throw line. 6 points left on the line. I believe it was 3 for Baylor. Or 3 for Memphis, excuse me. There's a 3 for Memphis in the corner. Nice shot there. Cuts the lead down to 1, 32-31. Working around, flip to the outside. There's a deep 3 for Baylor. Swished home. A lead right back up to 4, 35-31. When the I was going to say nice read, nice shot, and then he threw it into the bottom of the backboard, and I was like, well, that's just kidding. That's neither of those things. It was a nice pass, though. When the Tigers got out to the 6-0 lead, I thought, uh-oh, like we might be in trouble here. But then Baylor quickly erased that. Now they are in control of this game, making a nice easy pass there. I believe this is their biggest lead of the game at 6 points, 37-31. So what the Tigers do, they're going to elect to take a deep three, just a little short, needed an extra step into it before he let it go. But still a good look at a three, hard to argue with. What they were trying to go for, they got. They just didn't get the basket. So what I was trying to go for there is Memphis steals the ball. You got two guys, one in the middle, one on the left. Probably should have gone to the left. A lot easier for the defense to recover on the dude in the middle. First free throw up and good, 37-32. One of the habits or one of the consistencies with this game, as a free throw is missed, is missed free throws. But a lot of the time we see players or teams miss a lot of free throws early in the game, but when it matters most, they make the shots that they need to close it out or keep the lead, all that good stuff. I guess that's kind of just redundant. Keeping the lead would be closing the game out, but whatever. Or sometimes you have other teams like Georgia Tech who let Arizona State stick around long enough to lose. Finally, the defense gets the rebound as a three-point shot for Memphis is no good. Swinging around for Baylor. That's a well-contested three. Defensive rebound, Memphis. So what they do, they'll pull back here. Let people get into places. Slide inside. Flip up and in. So that's good. 37-34. Baylor was getting ready to pass that ball, but he just stepped out of bounds a hair too soon. See if Memphis elects to get a three-point shot here. They do. They keep stroking it from deep, and it is all knotted up at 37. Working it around the outside. There's a three for Baylor. They'll try their hand at a deep shot. No good, but a great offensive rebound and a nice putback there for the Bears. So a 2-point game here, 39-37. Memphis doing a good job of erasing a 6-point deficit. Baylor did a good job erasing a 6-point deficit. We have a good game on our hands here after the deflating disaster piece in the last game. And as soon as I say that, Memphis makes a very dumb play, stepping on the baseline and losing a possession to the baseline bandit. For whatever reason, players just lose track of where they are down in that area. We've seen so many turnovers in that area. Tiger tried to swipe the ball. Maybe a missed reach-in call. Baylor working around. 3, 2, 1. That ball was stripped, and it just happened to go to a nice shooting spot for the Baylor Bears with enough time on the clock to get a 3 up and good. That was a tremendous defensive possession for Memphis that ends in the worst possible way. Bounce pass inside. Seems like kick it back out. There we go. Highly contested 3. That's going to be a foul on number 20. His second personal, second team. Memphis will go to the line to shoot 3. First one's good. Memphis, keep in mind, struggling from the line today. 2 for 2. And 3 for 3. So that erases my main point, which was, Baylor, or Memphis rather, struggling from the line. Working around the outside for Baylor. There's a 3 for them off the right iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Kicks it back out. Instead of going right back up with it. Slides to the left. Back outside. Trying to go one-on-one here. Quick pass inside. Little flip. Fancy shot. Trying to get under the basket and over the rim. Memphis. Nice move there. That's 5 points in a row to erase the Baylor lead and tie us up at 42-42. And a very, very competitive game here for the right to go to the Elite Eight. Swinging it out wide for Baylor. Shocked that they did not take that 3-point shot. Baylor's been more than willing. as they take that three-point shot. More than willing to shoot from a little bit deeper than you would expect. So when they get a three, an open three, that's maybe a step or two too deep, you figure, no, they'll go for it. They elect not to that time. Baylor's struggles from the line continue. Going 1 for 2, making it 43-42. With 4:13 remaining, second half. 2 quick passes inside, one-on-one deep in the paint. Foul flipped up, no good. Third team foul. Number 32 picks up his first personal. Memphis ties the game at 43. And misses the second free throw. It looked bad when it came off the shooting hand there. It looked like it was going to go left. Sometimes you see it bounce off the rim and drop, but that one was just too far off course by the time it got to the rim. 45-43. So Baylor and Memphis both blowing shots from the free throw line. So that was a tough shot. A lot of contact in there. No foul, but the shot is up and good. Memphis knocks down a Baylor Bear. Through all the contact. No fouls called either way. We've seen some offensive fouls called in that area. It's kind of weird. Don't exactly know what the criteria is. That is a highly contested 2. It's going to be an offensive rebound. Surprised that Memphis went right back into it. That was a couple of blocked shots. One of them was a foul, unfortunately. Personal foul number 2. Team foul number 4. Memphis regains the lead. Been a while since they've had it. Going 2 for 2 from the line. That's excellent news for them. 3:16 remaining, second half. 47-45. See what Baylor has this time down the floor. Shook his defender. He was wide open. Too bad he's not feeling confident from 3. And what we have is another foul. Number 10 picked up his second personal. Third team foul on the Memphis Tigers. Now Baylor really struggling from the line. That was the important 2 that they needed to hit. Launches the ball forward. Passes to the left. 2 quick passes inside. Got behind the defense, and that is jammed home with ease by the Memphis Tigers. One-on-one. Full court pressure here. Tried to work with a screen, but oh my goodness, what a move. It's going to be another foul. They were trying to work with the screen to get him to break loose up the right side. Instead, he doubled back, went left, and then beat his man at the three-point line. Had a very clear shot at a 2-pointer, and a hard foul from Memphis prevented that. But still hitting 2 free throws, from the line. 2 quick passes inside from Memphis. That'll give them 2 points. Trading 2s, so we're either knotted or, in this particular instance, Memphis is ahead by 2 points. 51-49. It's a nice mid-range 2 there. Missed shot by Baylor. A little bit of an opportunity. It was a 3-on-1. That ball got loose. Memphis able to get a hold of it. They'll score 2 points, go ahead 4. With 120 seconds remaining. Baylor's got to get a shot here. They beat the man off the line again. They're doing a great job running a little, just kind of a little pick and roll right up there. He's not necessarily setting up for a screen, but it's just the way the defense crashes into it that gives the half step that the Baylor shooter needs to get around and get 2 points. It was a nice 3 by Memphis. 56-51. Baylor doesn't need a 3 here. They'll take a 2. It'll rattle out. No good. Memphis will take a timeout. They'll substitute number 0 in. Number 0 has a lot of foul trouble. So I don't know if we've ever seen a team or a player foul out in this game or in this tournament. But we might see it today because number 0 had 2 fouls, came in, immediately got number 3. And I don't know. I don't know where he's sitting right now with fouls. I would assume because he was on the bench, he picked up another one maybe. Or he just never came in. 9 seconds on the shot clock. There's no reason for Baylor to start fouling now. 5 seconds. They're going to force Memphis into a deep 3. That's a deep 3. That's exactly what you want if you're the Baylor Bears. No timeout for Baylor. They're going to just run the fast break. Got a guy wide open for 3 in the corner. Well, not when he threw it, but he did at the current moment when I said it. Bounce pass inside. Spin around. Blocked by Memphis. It'll remain Baylor ball. Though Baylor did do a good job at trying to go out and get the ball. What a rejection there. They hustled. That's bad hustle. There's no reason for you to even try. 35 seconds remaining here. Second half, Baylor's got to go. That's a 3-pointer, and that is a 15 foul for the Memphis Tigers. First free throw is good. I can cut the lead to 3. I was going to say 2 for 3 from the line here is not bad. 1 for 3 from the line is very bad. Baylor needs to start intentionally fouling. I don't know what they're doing. Hey, how's it going? There's another foul, so that'll be 16 fouls. Fortunately, Baylor picked up a lot of fouls early in the half, so they don't have to do a ton of intentionally fouling to get Memphis to the line. But they still didn't do it probably quickly enough. Shot is up and good. I was going to say, now it's relevant. Memphis and Baylor, both of them have struggled mightily from the line. So, Baylor's in a good position. They'll get a couple more opportunities where it's a 1-and-1 situation. They need to go quickly here if they want to have much of an opportunity at it. Quickly with a shot, not quickly with a turnover. You have to put the ball in the hole. (59-52). Things are going pretty well, by the way. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by the stream. 59-52. Here is our score. 3 for Baylor is in, but it's too little, too late. And I'll let Memphis just dribble the clock out. So a good game. Good game. Competitive game throughout. Memphis, the Tigers, moving on to the Elite Eight. They will face the winner of our next game. 59-55. Yeah, Memphis won. They will face either Maryland or Pittsburgh. Gonna get that set up real quick and we'll start going. Maryland. Pittsburgh. Pardon me. Naked ass Pittsburgh. Oh, maybe that was the naked game. No, Kansas where it's close. No, it was Clemson, Missouri. Missouri, who's coming up next. All right, let's punch the 4th ticket to the Elite Eight. Here we have the Maryland Terrapins visiting the Pittsburgh Panthers. Good. Glad to hear you are doing well. X. We are going to Peterson Event Center, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All-American. 10-minute halves here. And here we go. Game number 4 of 8 today. We have another 2.5 hours or so. The games have had a lot of fouls to make them last a little bit longer as the Panthers win the tip. Not 100% sure if we've ever been to Pittsburgh before, but we have now. Passing around the outside. They have one Pittsburgh guy inside the 3-point arc calling for the ball. No one's giving it to him though. He's just hanging out. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock to go here. 3. Bullied down that turtle. And they'll score 2 points off of it. Not an offensive foul, not a defensive foul, nothing going on there. Maryland popping a 2. It must have been right on the line. Was waiting for the score to pop. I thought that was going to be a 3. With the feet, it's really hard to tell. Got a little bit of a rub there. And a nice, easy lane. Nice collapse of the defense by Maryland. Unfortunately, it results in a foul and a basket. But Pittsburgh repays the favor by saying, hey, we don't want to make the free throw. So the free throw struggles continue. I'm not exactly sure what the percentages were for the teams that played in the last game, but they were rough at halftime. They were right about 50% for each team, and I don't think it got a whole lot better. Memphis's numbers probably got boosted a little bit with the intentional fouling towards the end, but Baylor really struggled from the line for the entirety of the game. And it was especially bad when they had 3 shots from the stripe, and as that one is missed, and only made 1. So that was their opportunity really to cut it down, make it a 1-score game, make it possible for them to come back, and they just couldn't get it going. But that was then. This is now. Winner gets to play at home against those pesky Memphis Tigers. I almost said Missouri, but that's not right. Technically it's right, but that's not who played. Missouri is a Tiger. 2-pointer is up and no good. But the Memphis Tigers were the team that played. We have a 4-4 game here with a steal from Pittsburgh. 2-on-1 opportunity. If you throw it to your left, maybe you have an opportunity. Instead, you're going to get just clobbered by the Maryland Terrapins. Stripped by the Maryland Terrapins. And you had a bad offensive possession. What's it like to get you get the ball, you get the steal, you have a free lane to run it, and then you do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Bounce pass inside. Flipped up, no good. Both teams struggling here. Turnovers, missed shots. See if either of these teams slow it down. They do not. Maryland takes the lead with a little acrobatic shot up over their head. So 2-point game stolen by Maryland. They have a 2-on-2. That's a deep shot. Up and good. That's a 3-pointer, by the way. Working around the outside. That's a nice 3 for Pittsburgh, and that is exactly what you want to see if you are rooting for the Pittsburgh Panthers. 2-pointer up, no good. Opportunity here for Pittsburgh to tie. Take a 1-point lead if they want. I'll just go for the tie. Nice quick pass inside. Good little catch and shoot action there. Sliding inside. Nice recovery, or nice rotation defense there by Pittsburgh. Looked like it was going to be a kind of a free run to the line there. Got around the defender. Had a clear lane until that big doofy turtle stepped in. The 7th Ninja Turtle, as the Maryland Terrapin is known. Shot is up and good. Number 15 has 2 fouls here. So that's 2 personal fouls, 2 team fouls. We'll most likely see him come sit on the bench when this free throw is either made or missed. That's exactly what will happen. Number 4 will come in his place. It's interesting to see what the teams do. Those were both pretty early fouls. I would anticipate he'll sit most of, if not the entire rest of the first half. So we saw in the last game somebody pick up 2 quick personal fouls and they left them in, and then they got tagged with a 3rd one. And that's not great. That's also not great. First foul on number 24. That's going to be a 3-point shot potentially. Again, hard to tell with the feet. Camera angle gives us the answer, though. It is a 3-shot foul. (15-11), hitting all three free throws. That is tricky to say. It sounds wrong. Just saying it, I was like, that's incorrect. You have said that stupidly, and you have done something wrong, but I think I said it correctly. 15-14. Nice three from Maryland. Into a double team. Passes across the court. That's a nice block by the Maryland Terrapins. They have a 2-on-3 opportunity. I'll expect him to just kind of pull back, wait for reinforcements, or just gun it for a three because he had a nice offensive positioning there down low, but he missed the rebound. And instead, went for the putback that he was not close on. And Pittsburgh will show him how to slam the ball down. Dangerous pass back by Maryland there. Usually you see a backcourt violation. Throwing it forward. Maryland comes up empty. 2 quick passes inside. Good defense. 4th team foul on Maryland. I've seen a lot of fouls here in the early parts of these games in the last few matchups. Shots up and good. So that'll extend Pittsburgh's lead to 6 with a little over 4 minutes to go here. First half of the final game of the first half of the Sweet 16. 3 for Maryland is up and good. So they'll slice that lead down to 3 and make it a 20-17 game. Nice steal. Oh, that worked out beautifully for Maryland. They didn't get the loose ball, but for whatever reason they got called as a backcourt violation, which is interesting because we've seen balls go into the backcourt. 3 for Maryland is short. Tip in is good, though. So 5 straight points cuts the lead down to 1. We've seen that happen a lot, and it's never called a backcourt violation, but something happened there. And Pittsburgh gave the ball up. Nice block by Maryland. Unnecessary 270-degree spin pass from the Terrapins. Look to take the lead. They got the nice screen that they were looking for. Up and in off that left iron. And just like that, Maryland is up. It was 20-14. 7-point run for the Terrapins gives them a 1-point lead. Pittsburgh pushes back, jams it home. Maryland almost runs it out of bounds. Can Maryland keep this momentum going? They'll try with a 3. It's no good. They'll get an offensive rebound. They'll kick it back out. Try another 3. That one goes down. So 1 for 2 on the 3s. That possession gives Maryland a 2-point lead. Or UMD, a Universal Media Disc, a.k.a. what that copy of Napoleon Dynamite is on behind me, for the PlayStation Portable. That's right. The PlayStation Portable lives on in our hearts. And lives on in a box over there somewhere, because I still have one. Or, actually, I don't still have one, I rebought one. 27-24. Just can't ever find any good movies for it, you know? You look for, like, a Shaun of the Dead UMD, you look for... I already own a Napoleon Dynamite UMD, but... There's a couple of missed shots there by Pittsburgh. I'm so confused because I called them Universal Media Disc, which was a terrible idea. Funny joke. Bad idea, because now I'm looking for a PlayStation Portable to be running up and down the court. God, could you imagine? Okay, follow my train of thought here. I was thinking about Mascot basketball. And it'd be funny to see a PlayStation Portable running up and down the court. Okay, so then I thought about the mascots for various platforms, and I thought about Master Chief playing basketball, and that was funny to me. Maryland scores 2 points and pushes their lead to 5. It's like Master Chief is taking on Ratchet and Clank. Coming up next. That's a good tournament. I don't know if you can come up with 64 mascots, though. And before you say it, don't be like, oh, Super Smash Bros. Already does it. I'm like, no, that's... No. Pass it back outside. Out of bounds Pittsburgh ball. That was a block that was clearly going to be Maryland's ball. But they went and tried to get the loose ball and stepped out of bounds. So that'll be a technical turnover And a dumb play that we see really consistently in this tournament as Pittsburgh puts up 2 more points. You'd have 5 Yoshis. They'd all be different colors. Okay, I gotta stop. That's too good of an idea. 29-28. There's a little shot inside. 31-28. The Universal Media Discs lead by 3 with under 20 seconds to go. 2 quick passes inside, gets behind the defense, but the defense recovers. Nice play there to at least to affect the shot and make it a miss. Maryland look like they're going to get the final shot here. They're going to have to take it with 3 seconds to go. They will. They get a steal. Oh, they got a steal right at the end. He missed the 3 anyway. It wouldn't have counted because it was well after the buzzer had gone. But Maryland gets a couple points there, right there, or gets a couple points right at the end. And they get the first possession of the second half, up by 5. Bounce pass. Couple of passes all the way around the perimeter into the corner. Dangerous area of the court to be, because you might step out and turn the ball over. Maryland with a 2-and-1 opportunity here. Off the left iron, no good. So Pittsburgh's going to get a free run at this. This is going to be an easy bucket. That is as easy as it gets in this tournament. Maryland defense. There was no reason. Just let them have it. Don't even bother. Sometimes I complain about it, but that time it's just like, nah, you're good. You're good. It may make sense for you to just trail off and quit. And I don't even mean that sarcastically. That sounds like something I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense that you'd be an idiot. Loose ball. Pittsburgh doing a good job of recovering the defense. Maryland going to get tagged with another foul. So 2 team fouls already for the Pittsburgh Panthers. First shot up and good, 38-30. Second shot up and good as well. So Maryland doing some good stuff here in the second half. Defensive foul. It's going to be a reach-in on the Terrapins. First team foul stolen away again. That's going to be as easy as it gets for the Maryland Terrapins. They make it a little more fancy with a dunk instead of a layup. 11-point game all of a sudden in favor of the 7th Ninja Turtle, the Universal Media Discs, the beloved Maryland Terrapins, who just gave up a 3. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. I was worried about that. I saw as the pass was coming out of the hand, it looked like it was going to swing over to the right a little bit, and it just pushed a little too far. And he stepped out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover. Lead was 11, now 8. Second personal foul on number 25, second team foul for the Terrapins. Pittsburgh, though, still struggling from the line. Remains an 8-point game. This is an excellent opportunity for you to really cut into this lead. If you're Pittsburgh, had an unforced error on the Maryland side of things. You had a nice 3 on your own side, Pittsburgh. See what they have here. Bounce pass, took 2 steps back and launched it, and it was still good. Lead was down to 7, now it's back up to 10. I thought that was going to be too deep. That's a defensive foul. That's the second foul on number 13. Third team foul. Just a common floor foul, so Pittsburgh will take it in from the sideline. 2 quick passes inside, and Maryland has been really good about rotating and getting their defense in the correct position to make those shots difficult. That time they're called for a foul. They do already have 4 fouls as a team in this half, which is real fast. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. One of them was unnecessary. The reach in seemed to snowball into something more. But the last couple were a little more understandable. Pass back outside. They're working a guy around for 3. There's a big 3. Nice shot there from the Pittsburgh Panthers as it goes down. So 46-39, 7-point game. Pittsburgh with the way they've been shooting threes, Maryland's going to take a shot at a three. They'll swish it home as well. I didn't even get to finish my original thought before I have to alter it and present my new thing for what Pittsburgh might have to do. Pass inside. There's 3 terrapins, and that was going to be a turnover. I was going to say, with the way Pittsburgh's been shooting threes, which has been effective, excellent block down low for the Panthers. They'll get out on the run, and they'll score 2 points. Cut the lead down to 8, which kind of, with the way that Pittsburgh has been shooting threes, they could probably cut it down to 5, not without too much trouble. They just need like 2 good defensive possessions and a good look at a 3 and an easy 2. Somewhere in there, maybe like a turnover that leads to an easy fast break. Not that they're out of this game at all, but get a little bit closer. There's a 3. There's the 3. 1 good defensive possession here, or even just force a 2 instead. 1-on-1. Maryland doesn't quite run it out far enough. And he doesn't get enough mustard on it, shockingly, because they've been shooting some deep threes. It's surprising to see them shoot a 2 that's short. It's going to lead to a turnover. Back up to a 9-point game, 53-44. Pittsburgh really blew an opportunity there to get a little closer. Instead, it's a bad turnover. They'll get rid of the ball. There's a 3 for Pittsburgh. Can't stay hot from beyond the arc forever. You expect to miss every now and again. Not a good time to try and live by the 3 or die by the 3. Gotta take advantage of Maryland's misses if you're the Panthers, but they don't do that. Was 7, now 11. 55-44. Trying to get it around here. You got a guy wide open for 3. You get that ball there a little bit quicker. He has maybe a better shot at making it. The defense was closing in. Quickly, a 13-point game here. Just when I thought Pittsburgh was going to make a run, try and get this nice and close, they've fallen apart. They're now faced with their biggest deficit of the game, and they turn the ball over again. Spin move inside. 3rd team foul for Maryland. It also probably helps. Not only is Pittsburgh not playing well offensively, but on the flip side, Maryland isn't fouling. So they're not giving up free trips to the line. They're not giving up 3-point plays, all that sort of thing. So combination of 2 things. Maryland's been much better defensively. Pittsburgh's been much worse offensively. There's a nice play inside. So, lead was as many as 15 down to 13. We're under 5 to go. Pittsburgh, if they're going to make a run, they have to make it quickly. They need to be effective and efficient. Couldn't quite get that loose ball there. Pass into the corner. There's a 3 for Maryland straight on, and that will make it 14. No, excuse me, 16. A silent crowd here in Pittsburgh. That shot is down, and that is now a 14-point deficit. If you can make up 7 points in the next 2 minutes, you might have a chance. But when Maryland is getting it deep like that, it is hard to overcome. Now a 17-point deficit. It still remains. If you can get this to 10 with 2 minutes remaining, and if you can get that down to 6 to 4 with a minute remaining, maybe you're giving yourself an opportunity here. That's not giving yourself much of an opportunity. Going a 2-on-1 there, or a 1-on-2 rather. Shot is missed. Maryland will push the floor, rifling it forward, and it is 19 points now. In a pretty surprising turn of events here. I did not expect this game to turn into such a blowout. Maryland's been very good here in the second half, consistently scoring points on the offensive end. They cut down on their defensive fouls and been able to run up the score here. 17 points. Pittsburgh, every second, is getting closer to a miracle, or needing a miracle. 13 seconds on the shot clock. This is a good defense by Pittsburgh. You ran 25 seconds off the shot clock, and they still came away with 2 points. 69, nice, to 50. Here in game number 4. Coming up, we'll be taking a break. Flip shot, no good, no foul, no nothing. I'll be taking a quick break. Out of bounds, Maryland ball. Hopefully my mom didn't try and call me that. Looks like she didn't. All right, cool. Yeah. Take a quick break. There's not really any standings to update you on. Everybody's locked into their positions as far as the brackets are concerned. It's just kind of a matter of like what the final points are going to be. And I don't think anybody's had anybody play so far that would have given them anything. So Florida's the important game coming up here as we look forward to game number 7 of the day. Florida UCLA, that's the next important game that might lock in some scores, as the current leader had a 133-point score potential. They had Washington, Florida, and Pittsburgh all going into the Final Four, and 2 of those teams have already gone down. Washington lost earlier today. Pittsburgh obviously down big here as Maryland ruins their perfect score. So they'll have one more opportunity. 2 passes inside. Shot up, no good. 5th team foul. 3rd foul on number 25. Off every bit of the rim you could imagine, and not good. So if Florida loses, I believe we'll be pretty locked in as far as the scores being all done, which is unfortunate. I'm bummed about that. But hey, it happens. No big deal. More than likely, we'll be moving to a different game next time around. I need to check, like maybe NCAA 07. If I can get a game that has both, because the thing that I don't like about 09 is that, one, it looks worse than 06 does on the Xbox. Looks worse on the PlayStation 2. But 2, it doesn't have the Bearcats of Cincinnati, and it doesn't have the Oregon Ducks. And I like having both of those teams in. So maybe 07's the perfect mix of that. But with the way Louisville's been just destroying everything, I feel like that makes it too predictable. So we'll see. Maybe they'll get to the Elite Eight and lose immediately. They have not shown any signs of really slowing down. They were losing for, I don't know, like a minute and a half in total. And that didn't last long. Or otherwise, they've been leading. And not only have they been leading, but they've been blowing teams out. As we have our second blowout of the day, unfortunately, it didn't start that way. This was a very competitive game through about the first 15 total minutes or so. The last 5 have been all Maryland. Started to get out of hand a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. But there's almost no difference between the shot and the game clock, so we can go ahead and start locking this in. 72-54 Maryland. Just kidding. 74-54. Just kidding. Okay. Maryland wins by 20. 74-54. Like I was mentioning, we are going to be taking a break here in just a moment. I'm going to run a quick 90-second ad. If you subscribe to the channel, you don't have to watch the ads. So maybe consider subscribing. There's September going on right now. You have Prime Gaming if you have Amazon Prime, and a free sub that you can give that way. So let's do this. Get you set for the next matchup, which is Missouri and South Carolina. We'll give you a look at that. Missouri and South Carolina. So that's coming up next after a few couple minute break here. I'll leave you with some Kesha. Again, going to run a 90-second ad real quick. Thanks for watching, sticking around, hanging out. Again, if you sub, you don't have to watch it. So we'll be right back with more September Mascot Madness. All right, well, welcome on back to September Mascot Madness 2, Sweet 16. Sorry, that break was a little longer than I anticipated. Got a call right as I was about to come back live. What am I looking for? An Xbox controller. And here it is. We have 4 more games to go, 4 more tickets to punch. And one of those tickets will be punched by either the Missouri Tigers or the South Carolina Gamecocks. Naked Tigers, pantsless Gamecocks, letting their Gamecocks hang all the way out. Coming right up here from Columbia, South Carolina, the Tigers of Missouri traveling from Columbia, Missouri to Columbia, South Carolina. So they're like, we're in the same town, right? And they're like, no, you're in a different state. Don't know why this is so hard. Anyway, welcome on back. Hope you enjoyed the Kesha while I was away. Thank you for watching the ad, those of you that did. And thank you for revving your engine out there, because I needed to hear it. Missouri wins the tip. A nice drive into the lane there. No good. No good again. And it's off the backboard. And no good. So, South Carolina with one of the biggest shot clocks that we've seen in this tournament. Just in case you didn't see it, it's there. Neither team off to a fast start offensively, and that's a really easy layup that Missouri just blew right at the rim. South Carolina finally getting on the board here, 2-0. 45 seconds gone here in game number 4. Got about 2 more hours of coverage for you. We'll have the finals of this sometime in the next week as we crown a champion. We'll see exactly when that happens. I'll know more information soon. Keeping you locked in. 3 is no good. So the Gamecocks and Tigers, 1 shot down each. A lot of misses so far. See if either of these teams can get into a rhythm. There's a 3 for Missouri. Oh, excuse me, a 2 for Missouri. The one time I'm like, I'm confident in this. I can call this number correctly. I know exactly which shot it's going to be. And I was incorrect. There's a 3 that time. Though the home team is a little bit of a cheat because the crowd goes 3. Gives USC, South Carolina, a lead here, 5-4. A couple of putbacks for Missouri don't go down. South Carolina almost ran it out of bounds. Passes inside. Instead of an easy basket, it's going to be a foul. Personal foul number 1, team foul number 1. My apologies. Kicked the table on accident. Off the left iron, no good, but the putback is good, so ends up being beneficial for the Gamecocks. Either way, that's a 3-point play the hard way. They'll steal the ball away from the Missouri Tigers. Up 4, driving it in. Off the left iron, no good. Offensive rebound. That one rolls home. So, what was a Missouri lead there for a moment is quickly gone. And now they're down by 6. Down by more points than they even scored. Thought maybe they were looking for a 3-point attempt. Back out to the top of the key. Driving inside. Fadeaway 2. Drops. 10-6. Two quick passes inside. Behind the defense is going to be a foul. So the second foul on center number 14 will most likely see him benched for a few minutes at least, as he's picked up 2 fouls here in the first 3 minutes. Fortunately for them, I was going to say fortunately for them, they don't give up any points from the free throw line. Then they missed a dunk. And I thought, oh, okay, well, fortunately for them, they don't give up any points. And then the putback was finally good. I don't believe you saw a timeout either. Goaltending. So Missouri's going to need to take any points that they can get. They're just kind of sneakily sliding the Gamecock all the way over to the right side of the court. USC, South Carolina, I should say. Getting a lot of second chance opportunities, second chance points here. Missouri not doing a very good job on the defensive glass. They're also not doing very well on offense. A couple attempts there. Nice steal there. For some reason, South Carolina elected to try and push the pace. Through 3 defenders, he made that shot. It's weird. It's a weird thing that happens in this game. That's also a weird thing that happens in this game. It was 14-8, and it could be a tie game. Maybe Missouri takes the lead. Just kidding. They stepped out of bounds. Just kidding. Sometimes the computer, going back to what my original sentence was, sometimes the computer throws passes needlessly far down the court for like no reason. They're up by 4. You know, it's the early first half. Nice block there by South Carolina. Nice steal there by Missouri. He'll drive the lane, pass to his teammate. That'll go off both sides of the rim and not make it. And that led to an easy turnover. Nice block by Missouri. There's actually a lot of game action happening. I should just abandon this other thing that I'm trying to talk about. So we'll go ahead and do that. 2-point game. 14-12. A lot of action going on here. There's finally a quick pass. Nice little bounce pass inside. Found that Tiger for 2. So we're all knotted up at 14. South Carolina, a couple of bad turnovers, leading to some Missouri points. Missouri getting another takeaway. It's going to lead to a foul. But turnovers and stuff like that really are helping Missouri get back in this game. Not that they were ever out of it, but South Carolina being needlessly aggressive, throwing the ball too far down court for no reason really, allowed the Missouri defender that was just kind of hanging out at the midcourt logo to just like, oh, there's a ball, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. 2 quick passes inside for Missouri off the right iron, no good. We've seen a lot of misses from these teams. It's been a pretty fast-paced game as far as the players running up and down the court, as that is swished home for 3 and a 4-point lead. That bounce pass backwards was a little dangerous, but not terrible. Seen some backcourt violations and things of that nature. Just doesn't make any sense why they would do it. Missouri with another steal here. Holy cow. Working it around. There's a deep 3 for Missouri. Off the left iron, no good. Offensive rebound is put in, or put up, I should say. Rattles off the rim in a couple of spots and just nothing doing there. South Carolina with a nice run there at the basket. (18-16). Three for Missouri, up no good off that right iron. So South Carolina here can get a tie, take a lead with a 3 if they want. Instead, they kind of get a weird, they get the tie, but they get a weird situation where one of the offensive players just stopped running towards the basket. Backcourt violation. It's the second time we've seen that today. Ball gets stripped away, and 3 for South Carolina. They missed the putback. They're missing everything. That one finally goes down, and it was 18-14 Missouri, but it is all of a sudden 20-18 South Carolina. So total reversal here. We have some big streaks going here between these teams. Taking leads, losing leads. 3 for Missouri is up and good. Gives the lead back to them, 21-20. As we see 2 quick passes inside. That play has not been quite as effective in this game. This specific game, South Carolina, Missouri. They've done a good job of containing those plays, both teams. Swinging it around. 1 dribble, 3. Up, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back off the right iron, no good. So kind of a mess here. So at some point you expect either team to kind of catch fire in a more maintained way, or consistent way, I guess I should say. Pass inside, flipping back outside. Back inside, bounce pass. Stripped by South Carolina. The player model was moving backwards. Didn't really seem to matter much. Lead rotates back to Missouri, 23-22. Shot is up and no good, but the putback is slammed home. Missouri almost walked it out of bounds. For some reason, that is a consistent problem here. Back over to Missouri. Inside bounce pass. Shot up, no good. It's actually blocked, just demolished by South Carolina. Will go out of bounds off the Gamecocks last. Swinging around the outside. Inside, driving. Inside drive again, off the iron, no good. Putback is good, I think, somewhere. There's a lot going on, hard to tell sometimes. 25-24, 61 seconds remain here, first half. A very good first half at that. South Carolina through the contact, no good. Try to get the foul call, but nothing doing there. 25-24, nice drive down the lane. That's going to be a foul on South Carolina. So that'll send Missouri to the line for two, looking to extend this to a 3-point game. Just kidding. They'll look to extend it to a 2-point game. That one's good. I was readying my just kidding. They don't like making free throws. Tigers don't like free throws. Passes inside again. That one's going to be a foul. That is the third personal foul on center number 14. I don't think he ever came out of the game, so he held his own for a while without getting an additional foul. He had the two quick ones early in the game, but we'll see a timeout here. Number 44 going to come in for number 14. Obviously, he'll sit the remaining 37.2 seconds. Boy, that yawn had to happen right then, right there, huh? He'll sit, obviously, the remaining time of the first half. We'll see. We'll have to see if he comes back in the second half. South Carolina gets the steal here. Passes forward off the backboard and good. So 28-26. Under 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Game number 5 of the day. It's been a good one so far. Missouri running a player out. Looking for the three. Well covered. They're going to end up putting up a three anyway. Don't know if they have it in their hands. That one's just a missed shot. So it'll remain a 2-point ball game. 28-26. South Carolina leads. Kicking it back outside. Back around. Outside. Inside. Shot up and good. So South Carolina gets off to a good start by scoring 2 points and extending the lead to 4. Stripped away. Missouri not off to a good start. Their first possession ends in a turnover. That was blocked, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it went out. Maybe it went off the side of the backboard. 1-on-1 on the outside. Bounce pass, into the inside. An excellent block by South Carolina. 2-on-1 opportunity. It's going to lead to an easy 2 points. And South Carolina now up 6. Having a solid minute and 15 seconds or so of this second half. Spins inside. Working a perimeter player around. They're stopping, popping. Got it. Slices the lead in half. Missouri only needs one good defensive stop here. They can cut into the lead a little bit more. Around the outside. Shot up and good through a lot of contact. Surprised that was not a foul. Usually when you see that animation, you get a foul. But strong enough to put it up anyway and get it to go. So a 5-point game. Swinging it around the outside. One-on-one, driving inside. Nowhere to go. Just to more defenders. Pops it from deep. Cuts the lead down to 2. That was a 3. Surprisingly. Again, hard to tell with the feet. Which I feel like I've gotten away from talking about, which is good. There's a 3 for South Carolina. So 3s are traded, and it got cut down to a 2-point lead. Now back up to a 5-point lead. Gets away from the defender. Almost a 5-second violation. Boy, they really run that low. Looks like it is about to hit the 0. South Carolina finally just gets a turnover. They wasted a ton of time, Missouri did, on that offensive possession to come away with absolutely nothing. To just get the ball stolen away like that is not good. That is very bad. 7-point game. Flip shot up and good. So 39-34. Missouri struggling through the first 3 minutes here. South Carolina's looked a lot better coming out of the locker room. Presumably, I don't know if they go to the locker room. They just walk to the sideline and then they're like, all right, cool. Had a water break and we're good. So a 7-point game. What is important right now is for Missouri to not let this lead get out of hand. Stay competitive, stay in the game. See if you can catch fire from the field, get a couple of good defensive stops. Maybe don't drive it into a double team. That would also be advisable. Pass all the way across the court. That's a 3 for Missouri. Got it. Down to 4. You need 2 defensive stops and 2 2-pointers. That's it. That's all you need. Not that. That's not what you need. You don't need to foul them and give them opportunities for 3-point plays. Oh, Missouri. Was this the end of the Naked Tigers in the Sweet 16 here? South Carolina does them a little bit of a favor. Doesn't make the final, or doesn't make the 3-point opportunity. Instead, it's just a 2-point opportunity, swinging it around outside. Just inside the 3-point line, so it's not. Oh my God. First shot was missed. 2 or 3 putbacks were missed, and it was finally jammed home to cut it down to 4. South Carolina swinging that 3-pointer out. And you can't leave him that wide open. That's too good for a collegiate Gamecock. Swinging inside, I did not think that was going to be a steal. Ended up being a turnover, defensive foul, South Carolina. Trying to draw the charge, but not in a good position. Back up to a 7-point lead. South Carolina can make it 10 with a 3. Like he was going to drive it, pulled it back out. A lot of players up at the perimeter. They're trying to swing somebody around. Good rotational defense from Missouri, kind of. They had 2 players in the area, but nobody really contested the shot. Fancy behind the back pass here. South Carolina, another steal. They're up to almost 50 points. And Missouri is just really struggling to get anything going offensively. They keep turning the ball over. They're letting South Carolina score way too many easy points. The lead is 11 now. We saw this a little bit in the last game, where it kind of just all of a sudden was a blowout. And it followed a solid first half, which has been a recurring theme or a recurring instance in this tournament, where it's been a lot of really good first halves and then a second half where a team just dominates. Missouri can't get that loose ball. But with the previous game that we saw, that I obviously know off the top of my head and I don't have to look at anything for, which was between Maryland and Pittsburgh. Maryland and Pittsburgh were very competitive in the first half. It was very even, and all of a sudden, late in the game, it's Maryland ahead by 20, and you're like, well, wait, what? I didn't realize it was that bad. We have shades of that here. We'll see if Missouri can hang around a little longer. Just kind of stick on those walls and just go, hey, we're still here. 1 for 2 on the free throws doesn't really help. 11-point game, 53-42. Spin move, trying to get around the Missouri defender. Nice pass inside, jammed it home. It's 55-42. So, 13-point game here. The Tigers may just not have the defense to get out of this game. Shot, not sure if it was a 2 or a 3. Doesn't really matter because it didn't make it. Everything else was shot at point-blank range, so that'll go off the rim, bounce around, and go home. 55-44, 11-point game. Pass back outside. Bounce pass inside. Into a little bit of a double team. Can't get it. Gets the offensive rebound, though. Can't get that one either. Finally defensively rebounded by the Tigers, who bounced past it back behind him and then almost stepped on the opposite baseline, which would have been a very weird occurrence of the baseline band. You have a wide open guy looking at a 3, and instead you go for a highly contested 2 and you don't make it, trying to cut the lead down to 9. You could have cut it to 8. That guy was looking good for a 3. Missouri's got to make their run here. Can't have wide open 3s like that on the defensive end. 2:30 remaining. Missouri's got to get 6 points in the next 1 minute. Plus 6 in the next minute. 3 for Missouri. That's up and good. So down to 8. Yeah, I'd say 5 points in the next 45 seconds. Cut the deficit down to 5. That's an offensive foul. That is an excellent outcome for the Missouri defense. They tried to draw that earlier in the second half, but they weren't in the correct position. That time it works, and they get the Gamecocks to not get any points and tack on a foul. Pass inside. That was a nervous one. 6 points, not bad. 1:57 remaining. Missouri's got to stiffen up their defense a little bit. 2 quick passes inside. Center number 44 in the game. 3 personal fouls. That's a 7-point lead now. Off the right iron, no good. Missouri, they'll call a timeout. They're going to sub number 44 out as he has 3 personal fouls. Coming down the stretch here, under 2 to go. Could be setting up for an interesting finish, hopefully. On cue. On cue. They make the dumbest play they could possibly make in that situation. They had enough time to run it up the court, set up a play. Try and get a 3, swing somebody around, do all that stuff. But instead, they rocket the ball forward for no reason. And they just turn it over. Working it back outside. Good defense here by Missouri. Well contested 3 is off the mark. So good defense here. Missouri spinning around for no reason. There you go. Take that open 3. You got it. That's the open 3 that they passed up earlier. That exact spot. They passed that up. Missouri did what they needed to do. They got the lead down to 4. They don't necessarily have to foul here. 25 seconds is a lot of time to run off the game clock with under a minute to go. They get it back with about 25, maybe. The thing is, they're going to start fouling soon, and it's going to be unfortunate because they wasted so much time. Oh, they're throwing it inside. It didn't go. It didn't go again. They got the defensive rebound. Oh, Missouri getting it back with 26.3 and down 4. I swear to God, if you turn the ball over, I'm just going to turn the game off. There you go. Just throw it to him. Don't rifle it forward. Broke the chicken's ankles. Gamecock's ankles. There's a 3. That one's short. The tip in, no good. Another offensive rebound. Rattles around and drops. They'll have to start fouling here. They don't need many, so they don't have to run a ton of time off the clock, which is nice. Which is good for them. That should be it. South Carolina going to the line for 2. Or 1-1, excuse me. First one's good. 57-54. 9.8 remaining. Missouri has to get this rebound. They do. Timeout. 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 Missouri. Oh my goodness. I can't wait for them to literally throw this game away. We have had bonehead plays in this entire tournament. Here's another one. You gotta kick it to the guy. 3, 2, 1. I don't know why they do it. It drives me insane. Insane. They just throw it halfway up the court for no reason. 57-54, South Carolina is your winner by 3. Good finish. One of the better games we've had recently. And to be fair, we haven't had a ton of like really great games. Had some solid halves. But a frustrating finish nonetheless. So Missouri is out. And we'll move on to Arizona State at Temple. Arizona State taking on Temple here. Sun Devils and Owls. We'll get this one going. Game number 5 of the afternoon. We're going to Tempe, Arizona. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to Philadelphia. My apologies. We're going to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay, just double checking to make sure that's correct. I want to make sure that the correct team is playing where they are supposed to play. Temple. I don't know if we've been to Temple before. Not 100% sure. I don't think Temple's been in very many tournaments for very many long. Oh my god. I don't know if Temple has been in any of the tournaments for very long. So it may be kind of just a thing of like they haven't had the opportunity to host a game. But they do get to host against Arizona State. They're off to a bad start. Arizona State does miss the free throw. They've already committed a foul 12 seconds into this game. As more engines rev outside. My favorite thing. I love it. There's nothing I love more than a good engine rev. And passed up an open 3 to go into a double team. And pass out of it. Interesting. Weird scenario here. They're into a double team trap. Ball is stripped. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Or a 3-on-1 opportunity here for the Sun Devils, who will quickly go up 4-0. The Sun Devils coming off one of the best games of the tournament. Unfortunately for somebody with a bracket, coming back from a 10-point deficit to win. That was almost followed up by another double-digit comeback against Temple. Arizona State up 6-0 here. They're going to put some defensive pressure on just to make it a little tougher. As Temple took out Auburn by 2. Temple working their way through that defensive pressure. Up and in, finally getting on the board. Took them a minute and 20 seconds, but they're there with 2 points, 6-2. Ball is stripped away. Picked up by Arizona State. Defensive foul, so that'll send Arizona State to the line to shoot 2, second team foul. This has been a very foul-heavy part of this whole tournament. This entire Sweet 16 rattles around and drops. So lead back up to 6. Arizona State will back off their defense a little bit. They don't have their players quite as deep, meeting them at half court. Thought maybe that would be a backcourt violation, but he did throw it forward. Temple not really seeming to be super willing to take a 3. Instead, they're going to try and pass back. It's going to lead to a turnover, 2-on-1. Excellent defense by the Temple Owls. It does lead to a foul. 2 shots coming. Both shots are up and good. 10-2. Trying to dribble move. This is an interesting little defensive set that Arizona State is running. I don't know if they've run it before. It certainly doesn't look like anything I've seen before. They run their 5 players outside of both of the three-point lines, more in the middle of the floor. That shot is missed. And they try to trap at the midcourt line rather than in the backcourt. Quick shot by Temple is missed, and it's going to give Arizona State a very easy layup. And it's now 12-4. Temple taking the tempo and pushing it to the max. That's how you beat that defense. You throw it way down the court. And that's one of the few times we've actually seen that work. Player actually catches it and gets an advantage and takes advantage of that advantage. There's a 3 that's passed out of. A couple of Temple defenders right there to take care of that situation. Finally, Temple comes away with the ball. 2-on-2 opportunity. Pass it off to the right. Going to be a hard foul there. Number 0 picking up his first personal as the shot is up and good. 2 free throws. 2 free throws up, 2 free throws in. 12-8, 7 minutes remaining. If Temple wins, they'll remain home as they commit their 4th team foul. My goodness. Remain home to face South Carolina in a very red matchup. Why? What happened here? There you go. Temple looked like they got blocked there. Off the left iron, no good. Got kicked out for a 3. Arizona State layup, making it an 8-point game again. Looks like they're working with a little more of a full court pressure here. Back around. 16-8. Fouled again. Second foul on number 0. Second team foul. 16-9. Temple's just gotta stick around. Make sure this lead doesn't get too big. Number 0 will come out of the game with 2 personals. Two quick passes inside. Temple Owl can't get in the correct position to defend that shot, and that'll be an easy 2. Owls struggling with this one-on-one full court situation. Took him about 8 seconds to get across the midcourt line. Trying to run a screen. That's a block down low. Going to give Sparky an opportunity to run here. Nice recovery defense by the Temple Owls. 2 quick passes inside. That's going to be another foul. That is the second personal on number 50. That is the 5th team foul, and we are looking at 5:42 remaining here in the first half. That is not good. Apparently no one wanted that ball. Because nobody took it. Temple finally comes up with it, takes a timeout. Passes forward, getting close to that baseline. Excellent defense by Arizona State to block that shot. Temple falling to their right. Picking it up, shooting it, knocking it down. 20-12, 4:57, first half here. Stolen away. Number 50 is going to come back in the game. Doesn't he have 2 personal fouls? Maybe they feel like they need him on offense a little more than they do on defense. Those are the weird timeouts that I don't agree with the teams taking because it ruins a potential fast break. Now you allow Arizona State, God damn it, you allow Arizona State to set their defense and get away with that malarkey. that I whispered "God damn it" into the microphone for, because the Temple Owls rushed themselves up the court, doing exactly what the Arizona State defense wanted. But that's why you don't take those timeouts. You had a good opportunity. They got to set up what they wanted to do, and you come away with no points, a turnover, and in 2 possessions. Quick pass inside, up over that left shoulder. So Arizona State up by 10 here, halfway through the first half. I don't ever think I shut things very tightly, and then I try to open them, and I'm like, well, I shut that too tightly. Pass around the outside. See if they can get anything going here. It's been a very slow game here for Temple, coming away with 12 points through 6+ minutes. Arizona State's faring a little better. 3 is off the iron, no good. Arizona State's fared a little better. They have 22 points, but it hasn't been as easy as you might think. Temple dribbling into a double team. That's a 3 for Arizona State off the back iron, no good. Pushing it forward. (22-14). 3 minutes remaining here, first half. Quick passes. Shot up off that right iron, no good. Getting it back up and in. Passes forward. 10-point game here, Arizona State and Temple. That's a 2 for Temple. It's off the back iron, no good, but offensive rebound and put back. Nice play by the Owls there. As it is now an 8-point game. See if Temple can maybe close this down to a two-possession game here by halftime. Get themselves going a little bit before going into the break. There's an excellent start there. Great block. Got a guy on the left and in the middle. Off the right iron a couple of times before it drops on in. Three-pointer from Arizona State, no good, so down to 6. This is exactly what Temple needs to do here in the closing minutes of the first half. Get a little confidence, get a scoring streak done here. Working around the outside, passing it back. Oh my God, that's not what you want if you're if you're a Temple on offense. A block by Arizona State. 2 quick passes inside, jammed home. The Owl just didn't know what to do. So back up to 8 here. 1:16 remaining, first half. Arizona State. God help us. God help us all if it's Arizona State and Louisville in the final. It'll be the slowest game in the universe. What's better than one team playing full court defense? Both teams playing full court defense. Temple just can't get anything going in a defensive stop. Wise. What? Temple is letting way too many easy shots go for Arizona State. They're also taking way too many difficult shots. Granted, that one worked out for them because there was an Owl in kind of the general vicinity, but again, they just keep feeding that guy that's in the paint. Just keep going to him. Temple cannot slow them down. They can't stop them at all. Shot clock is off for the final 19 seconds of the first half. 30-22. There's an 8-point game. There's a nice quick pass inside. And even the quick passes that Arizona State are making look easy, Temple's making look hard. That was the only easy shot they've had, and it came off a turnover. 4 quick points makes it a 4-point game. Arizona State's going to take a 3 off the left iron. No good. So 30-26 is our score. Temple will get the ball first. Back outside. Working it around. Ball stripped away. Loose ball recovered by Temple. They're 5-on-4 right now while the other guy gets up. Really tricky shot there off the right iron, left iron, no good. So unfortunately, can't cut it down to a one-possession game. But they're right where I thought they should be at the end of the half, 30-26, two-possession game. Easily doable and really erasing that nasty 10-point lead that they saw early in the game. Don't you get a 5-second violation. Back on out, reset. Arizona State trying to get a takeaway. Misses, and that gives Temple a very good look at a deep 2. Down to 2 points now. The lead was 10. They continue to go to that player in the paint, and he continues to make it worth their while. Temple dangerously close to a backcourt violation there. We saw that a lot in NCAA 05 with the backcourt violation stuff, where they try to just go too far back, and it did not work out for them. Temple strips the ball away. Arizona State recovers up 2. Working on the right side of the court, back to the center. Stripped away again by Temple. Picked up again by Arizona State. Going into the paint. Kind of picking on that center. Might be the backup center, because one of the players did have to come out due to foul trouble. So maybe that's part of the issue that they're running into here. Bounce pass to the three-point line. Spun. Stripped. Last touch by Arizona State. Out of bounds. So they'll stay with the Owls. 22 seconds. That's a nice run at the basket. Up and in. 32-32, 8 minutes remaining, second half. Temple comes away with a steal finally. Took them 3 tries, but they did get it. Arizona State getting picked there. And Temple has come all the way back. They now lead by 2. Sparky a little discombobulated. That's a defensive foul. Third personal on number 50. I assume we will see him exit and go to the bench, which means that if we start to see a lot of points down in the paint like we did at the end of the first half, Temple will take a timeout. Number 4 coming on in. We start to see more points in the paint now. Kind of makes sense as to why they're just picking on the not the freshman, but they're picking on the substitute. Unnecessary push down the court for the Owls there. Leads to a turnover. Arizona State working it around the 3-point line. We got a guy kind of just hovering down low. See if they go back to him. No, they kick it back out. Drop it in, and it's 35-34. Pass back. Arizona State 35, Temple 34. Switching. None of the Owls really working their way into the paint. Finally they do. They start to run a play. Taking that 3. Got it. That'll give Temple a 2-point lead, 37-35. A few minutes into this second half. Great performance here by Temple. Got down early. Been slowly chipping away at the lead. They're having a good first half here. They're going to bring number 50 back in. He has 3 personal fouls. So hopefully he won't pick up another one. They need him because Arizona State does seem to be picking on that center. There you go. Just run it up the court. You don't have to throw it or do anything. You can slice and dice your way to a miss 2. All right. Good. Excellent plan there. That worked out perfectly. Back outside. 3-pointer is good for ASU, and Arizona State will go up 1 with 6:07 remaining. Good contest here after a couple of second half takeovers by a couple of teams. Hopefully we don't have that in a third consecutive game. A hard foul by number 33. Picks up his first team foul. Shot up and good. So 38-38. 39-38 now. That's Arizona State keying the ball in. Nice steal by Temple. They have a 2-on-none opportunity here, and that one Maybe a little harder than it should have been, but now up 3, 41-38. Temple coming up with some timely plays in this game to make sure that they're getting the lead here. Hopefully maintaining the lead. Slammed home. And ASU cuts it down to 1. Hard screen there by the Temple Owls. They have a guy wide open for 3. They just elected not to use him. That guy held onto the ball way too long. When a player's down on the floor, you have a 5-on-4 opportunity. He was open for 3 and he slashed to the hoop in a very effective way. It looked like he was going to get an easy 2. Granted, Temple came away with 2 points, so it's not the biggest deal in the world, but still, you gotta sometimes just pass the ball up, man. You know, back out to the corner for 3. Pushing inside, contested 2 off the right iron, no good. Putback is up and good. So Temple now leading 45-40. They start to gain a little momentum in the second half. Big 3 for Arizona to slice the lead down to 2. They'll work with their set defense, kind of a one-on-one full court pressure. It's not really kind of, it is. That is exactly what it is. There's a pass inside. Looked like the Temple Owls had 2 options there. He either could have passed it or tried to take the defense on that line. They got the screen right at the top of the key. Get a step, maybe get an easy 2, but instead they go with the more difficult shot. Like, Temple just is intentionally making things harder on themselves when they probably shouldn't be doing that. Swinging it around to the outside. Temple dribbling the ball, looking for some room. That was well defended by Arizona State. Thought he had a step, thought it was going to be pretty easy. Nice collapse by Arizona State to make it a contested shot. Temple now running the floor, pushing the pace. 3:35 remaining here in the second half. 2 quick passes. They're going to slide back out. Got a guy open for 3. Short. Defensive rebound. Arizona State can tie here, take the lead with a 3. Arizona State will take the 3 in the lead. No. Nothing going there. Temple pushing the pace a little bit. Or at least thought about pushing the pace. Still working with a lot of players around the perimeter. They have a one-on-one down in the paint. Arizona State got a hold of it, but couldn't get the ball inbounds. We saw that problem a lot in March Madness 2005, which would be the first March Mascot Madness. I think the momentum was just a little off. It's going to be an offensive foul. Number 13 is going to pick up his second team foul. And that's what you want to see if you're Arizona State. You're rooting for them. Pick up a foul. Giving the shooting guard 2 personals. But more importantly, you get a turnover. No points for Temple. You can tie it here. You can take the lead. Stripped away. Unfortunately, they're not able to take advantage of it. Another dangerous bounce pass backwards. Stolen away by Arizona State. Arizona State playing keep away from Temple. Going to lead to a foul. 4th personal foul on number 50. This will be interesting to keep an eye on as the game comes down to the wire here. We'll see if he gets subbed out. They gave up so many points in the paint as that one goes in. See a substitution here, number 4 for number 50. 2:24. 4 personal fouls. Might be the most personal fouls we've seen. We usually see them get 3, and then they're pretty good about not getting any more. But when it's a center, that's the main problem. Stolen away by Temple immediately. I looked up for like 2 seconds, and it was Temple stealing the ball, but it doesn't matter because Arizona State took it right back due to Temple being out of bounds. Foul. So Temple with 4 team fouls. Number 24 picks up his second personal. We have a 49-47 game. And Arizona State has missed 2 free throws that could have had this game tied. Their last 2 trips to the line. A bounce pass inside. Temple's gone cold from the field. Fortunately, their defense has been able to help out and make sure that Arizona State doesn't get easy buckets like that. But nothing can prevent that. Would you like to accelerate some more, Truck? Oh, you would? Oh, thanks. Good for you, buddy. Proud of you. 49-49. Temple going hard to the rim. Nothing doing there. 1:16 remaining. In a very good game. Temple was down early. Made the comeback, got the lead. Arizona State's been making a comeback here. Somehow through 2 defenders, able to get it at least to the rim. Temple's going to take a timeout. Has Temple gone too cold from the field? A team that's decidedly... I was trying to say that Temple has decidedly made things harder for themselves by passing up easy looks at baskets and doing all that. And then they do that. Unnecessarily throwing the ball way the hell up the court for no reason. They're going to get a 10-second violation. Oh, it was at 9. They're able to get through the Arizona State defense. There's a screen at the 3. There we go. Nice fade over to the left. I'll pop that in. 51-51, 39 seconds remaining. I would expect in this scenario that Temple has center number 50 down in the paint. Stripped away, excuse me. Almost stolen. No one really hanging out in the paint for Arizona State. There's a guy just to the left of it. More than willing to just work with the perimeter stuff here. Pushed it really close to the sideline. Stripped away again by Arizona State. There is a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So Arizona State's going to have to put something up. Pass back outside. Back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's short. There's something happening. Arizona State won to the buzzer. Oh my goodness. Temple needed 1 defensive rebound. I didn't even know what happened. The shot clock difference was threw me off just enough. Temple needed 1 defensive rebound to get that into overtime, and unfortunately, they can't get it. Arizona State at the buzzer, 53-51, and they will continue. They will continue on their journey. Arizona State 53, Temple 51. Arizona State is the winner. Arizona State will have their hands full with South Carolina in the next round of the tournament. So unfortunately, the Owls fall by 2. They made a valiant comeback. Definitely one of the better games we've had in this tournament. I think we have 4 contenders now for the 5 best games of the tournament. Just got to find one more. Should probably make sure that I write all that down. Make sure I don't forget. 2 of them, weirdly enough, feature Georgia Tech. 2 Georgia Techs, a Florida, and then that Arizona State's Temple game. 2 of them, I guess, would then feature Arizona State as well. All right, here we go. Game number 7. Game 7. Florida, a championship pick, is on the road to face UCLA. Gators, Bruins. Here we go. We're going to Los Angeles, California. Pauley Pavilion. 10 minutes. Baseline mid, all that good stuff. All-American. Just double checking. Because I pointed out the camera that is used instead of, the difficulty. Sure that's charged enough. So here we go. Gators, Bruins, UF, UCLA. Florida stripping it away. Picking the ball up, and within the first 10 seconds, they already have a takeaway. We have one more game following this. Florida gets a shot up, and it is good. Nice inside feed there. Final game of the night will be Connecticut at North Carolina. That'll be the final ticket. So 6 down, 1 more here, 1 to go after this. Thanks for sticking around, hanging out. Big 3 from UCLA, and they'll take a 1-point lead. Florida pushing it up the floor. Stripped away. Backcourt violation, UCLA ball. Okay. We've seen that a lot all of a sudden. I don't know why, but okay. I bet if you look at early parts of this, or other parts of this, you would go, I would say, like, why isn't that a backcourt violation? It's so weird that it's not. And now I'm like, why is it a backcourt violation? It used to not be. Like, well, pick one way or the other there, Sean. Be confused about it in, like, not both ways. You know what I mean? Florida, open 3, splashing it home. Just like a gator splashes into something. The water, I doubt they do much splashing. Doesn't matter. Bears don't play basketball, so. Anyway, we have a 5-5 game here. We'll get off the animal talk. Working it around the outside here. Driving in. Up over the defender. Looks like a good timing for a block from Florida, but just couldn't get anything on the ball. UCLA gets a few extra shots there. Finally makes a conversion. 7-5. 2 minutes gone here. First half. Nice steal there by UCLA. He'll be all by himself, and that'll be a nice, easy layup. Of course, as soon as I said that, he almost missed it. Shout out to the cardboard fans in the stands. Because, man, do crowds look awful in sports games. There's a deep 2 from Florida. Nothing doing there. Florida giving up 6 straight points here to UCLA, and they find themselves in a hole. There you go. 11-7. Florida finally getting on the board here. UCLA passing it back for no reason. Get something set up here in the front court. Looked like they were maybe trying to get a 3-pointer there. Good defense by Florida. Excellent defense in the interior by Florida. As they are able to prevent a nice easy score from UCLA. Florida big 3 there. So UCLA ripped off 7 points. Florida coming back, scoring 6. This is the part of the stream where the tiredness sets in. It's like, I can see the finish line, but my words start to stumble out of my head. Just bullied that alligator to the ground. Oh my goodness, bullied that alligator to the ground. Alligators, not great at standing on 2 feet. Defensive foul. That'll be the second personal on number 42. Second team foul. I'd anticipate we'll see him get benched for a little bit. Maybe something to keep an eye on. See if UCLA maybe scores some more points more easily in the paint over the next couple of minutes. Saw that a lot against the Temple Owls in the last game. Nice screen there. Nice block by UCLA, and that went right to the other Bruin. Good defense by Florida to at least contest the shot. Number 4 is going to come in and get a foul. So 3 team fouls here already. Front end of the free throw is missed. So it remains a 3-point game. Second shot good. So up to 4, 14-10. Bruins stealing the ball away. That one's just flipped up. Just happened to go down. Look at the celebration animation as Florida now has 4 fouls in the first 4 minutes and 8 seconds. They now have a 7-point deficit, UCLA, working with a similar Arizona State defense. Arizona State could get UCLA in the Final Four if both teams win. Every team that makes it to the Final Four guaranteed 2 games, or 3 games, I guess I should say. It's either the Final Four game, either the third place game or the championship game. So prepare for a bunch of Louisville. Back around outside. Shot is up and good, so Florida will cut into that lead just a little bit. Oh, UCLA, that was a good look at a 3, and you just didn't take it. There's a 3. Not as good a look, but you decided to take it. Pass it forward. Florida working up the floor. Calling a play here, see if they can get something going. And cut this lead down to 3. 3 or 4. Trying to drive inside, passing into a double team. That's a bad move. UCLA comes away with a loose ball, rocketing it forward. Fancy shot, didn't go down, but there wasn't anybody but a Bruin to get the rebound, so he'll put it back in and push the lead out to 8. So worst case scenario there for Florida. Ugly shot that led to a block that led to easy 2 on the other end. Florida does respond with their own 2, cutting the lead down to 6, excuse me. And then just had a goaltend. For no reason, just had a goaltend. That was so far beyond the arc. Bounce pass inside, defensive foul. First team foul for UCLA. So first free throws coming here for the Florida Gators. They missed the first one. And they make the second one. So 23-16. Not quite the White Sox game that we're looking for. Stripped away. Out of bounds, UCLA ball. Florida doesn't come away with that loose ball. Can't get a turnover, which is unfortunate because that was a very nice strip. Trying to go up 4. The shot clock does not reset, doesn't matter. Just kidding, apparently it does. That was it doesn't matter, the shot clock didn't get reset. They still got it off with plenty of time to go. But I thought that was going to be an easy 2. And instead it's not. Just a little too much mustard on it. Bounces off the back iron and just nothing, nowhere to go there. Jeez Louise. Just an absolute mess in the paint for Florida. They're now down 9. A couple of block shots, and UCLA is taking control of this game. You wonder if the fouling has caused a problem. That's not even a foul. That's just out of bounds. 25-16 here. 9-point game. Florida's starting center is on the bench at the moment, as far as I know. Got into a little bit of foul trouble early. Interesting that one was a defensive foul, but the other one wasn't. Ball don't lie. That's what they say. Ball kind of lies, maybe. Sometimes. Number 13 coming in for number 4 is a 10-point deficit. We saw a 10-point deficit erased in the previous game. We'll see what Florida can do here, as they don't really do anything to take advantage of the player that was on the floor. That's a 3 for Florida off the right iron. No good. Florida, as a reminder, a championship pick. Even though all the brackets are set, it'll just come down to scores. We could see most of the scores kind of just set in stone in the final part, not really mattering, which I believe is what happened last time, which is unfortunate. There's a 2, for the... Was that a 3? I'm not even... I genuinely don't know what that was. All right, cool. Florida now down 9. That's the gist of it. UCLA driving in, passes back out to the top of the key, bullied that Gator down. Gator down, Ma. That Gator fell over. That bear knocked over that Gator. That Gator was on his back. It's like, oh no, my belly's exposed. Whatever will I do? Driving inside. Stripped by two bears there. They had a wide open guy at the top for three, and just nothing is going right for the Florida Gators. Everything is hard for the Florida Gators. And they are down big here, 32-19, 1:14 remaining. So here we go, 13-point game. I couldn't even start my sentence about how Florida might be able to get back into this game before they made a dumbass turnover. Just a dumb, stupid, dumb turnover. Stepping out of bounds. So UCLA will get the ball, looking to extend this lead. Surprisingly, no 5-second violation timer going on. I don't think that hit anything for the Bruins, which is fine. They'll be okay. Okay, Florida. Before you make a dumb turnover, I need to make this as quick as possible. Okay, or take a three. Okay. You needed that three. I said it with Temple. That's a defensive foul. Interesting. That is 16 fouls for the Florida Gators. First free throw is missed. I said it for Temple. I'll say it for Florida. You're down 14 points right now. You have to get this to single digits. 3 and a 2, one good defensive stand. All right. Maybe a steal, takeover, or a steal. How are some of these fouls and some of these not fouls? It's genuinely confusing because they look nearly identical. That one is, they're going to go to the line. They're in the bonus. UCLA is. It's a 1-and-1. Two shots up and good. So a 16-point game now. Rigged. They throw it way down the floor. Try and drive it inside. There's finally a defensive foul. UCLA should have way more than 2 total team fouls. Way more. They have had a number of the same kinds of plays as Florida has had that have been fouls. Florida, though, not helping themselves with 2 missed free throws there. Try and drive a little closer to the basket, maybe. 3 seconds. Bullied the Gator down again. And it is ugly. Okay, Florida. When I said that you needed to get points, I meant that you needed to get points, not that the Bruins needed more points. You're down 37-9. Jeez Louise. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You're in the Sweet 16. You won games. You played well. Okay, Florida. Where are you? Florida. You won by 2 against Cincinnati. You won by 15 against Southern Mississippi. And you're now down 20. There's a 3. Just kidding. There's a 2. So now you're down 18. To be fair, you lost. You only won at the very last second against Cincinnati. It was a great game, great finish. Good job. But this is so bad. All right, we'll keep that number in the back of our heads as this moves forward. They're going to need every break in the world, and they already aren't getting them. They've already turned the ball over, and they missed a pretty easy layup. UCLA has no reason to be complacent now, but it would not be the worst thing in the world for them to run some time off this clock. 18-point game. Flipping around the outside. Open for 3 off the left iron. No good. And they got to get hot quick. They need to get good defensive stops consistently. Might just be too much for these Florida Gators. Loose ball picked up by UCLA. Gators still on the floor, so that's long. No good. Got to take advantage of UCLA's lull here. There's a 3 for Florida. No good. They're getting good looks. They just can't put the ball in the bucket. And Florida may die by the 3 and dumb turnovers. Maybe both. Live by the 3, die by the dumb turnovers. Or die by the 3, die extra by the turnovers. Or die faster by the turnovers. Push them towards the baseline. Working around. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. 7:33 remaining second half. Bruins in control of this one. We have one more game coming up that's hopefully not totals, just blowout. Florida doing a pretty okay job here on the defensive end. As the Bruins have really struggled to score. A couple quick passes here. Good defense by UCLA. Backed off for a second. Said, you shoot that 3. It's going to be short. They were correct. They did shoot the 3. It was short. Trying to drive in on the Gators. Nothing doing there. Out to the baseline or right side. Short off the iron. No good. Ball flipped up and in. Stripped away. A little hard to tell when it gets stuck, when the stuff gets stuck behind the situation. What is it? Scoreboard, that's what it's called. Shot finally goes up and in, but only after UCLA scored. I think the Gators are being very kind. They're being very thoughtful of their Gator opponents. They're like, hey, you haven't scored in a while, so we'll let you score. Our Bruin opponents. I forget what character I'm doing at this point. Florida saw the Bruins not score for a while. Said, hey, Bruins, you can score first. That's cool. We're fine with that. 3, 2, 1. Sucked up the entire shot clock, which is not the worst plan. I mean, why not? Why not get a backcourt violation? What's stopping you from getting a backcourt violation? Do you even want to be here? These are two teams that would have gotten blown out by most other teams at this point. UCLA has not scored very many points in this second half at all. I think they're at like maybe 6. There's a 3 from Florida. They keep trying it from deep, and it just does not work. So 16-point game here. If UCLA used 30 seconds of every shot clock, Florida would not get enough possessions to make a comeback. Bruins miss a field goal there. And the second one is good. So, 17 points. Number 42 coming in for center, number 32. See what that does for Florida here. Nothing. Doesn't do anything because you give it to like a really small player and then had them drive into the paint. Good. Excellent. Really smart, well-designed play there, bud. Proud of you. Proud of you, Coach Gator. Coach Gator. I'll give it to the smallest guy there. Be sure to foul him. It'd be a real shame if the Bruins didn't get more free throws. 43-25. Didn't number 42 just come in? You were ineffective on that ball, on that play that you didn't touch the ball at. Bum, ba-dum, bum. All right, 43-25. Gators have looked absolutely atrocious. Honestly, both teams have looked equally bad here in the second half. UCLA is just lucky that they have the deficit that they have in front of them so that they can suck with the Gators as much. If I take the ball back very slowly. Nothing doing there. Rocketing. Baseball throwing the pass ahead to the front court. Sliding around. That's going to be that was a block. I thought that was going to be an easy 2. Easy 2. There's a nice block on the Florida side of things. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Gators will get a nice easy 2 there. 43-29. Maybe this game's not done yet. It is a 14-point game, which means that the Gators need to cut this in half in the next, 90 seconds. That is exactly not how you do that, you absolute idiots. Florida, kind of teases you. They're like, hey. We might make this interesting. You can't even score a 3 to... No, you did. Never mind. Sorry. Hey, maybe it'll be interesting. Stick around to find out. Don't quit yet. Oh my goodness, that Gator got in the way of the other Gator. It's 1-on-1 here. Might want to wait for reinforcements or shoot an air ball. Air ball, not on my top 50 decisions in that particular scenario. That Gator is going to throw up. He's just walking in circles. What an atrocious half of basketball. And it's not even that it's like, man, this is a blowout and this team is just dominating. It's that they both suck. They're both terrible basketball teams. Lead down to 13 now, 48-35. Florida finally getting some threes to go. Bruins working it inside, passing it back out. They need Florida. Jeez Louise, get a rebound. All right. Florida driving it inside. There's 3 Bears. Maybe don't do that. Okay. Well. All right. Down to 11. Is this accidentally going to get interesting? Are the Bruins going to... What? Are the Bruins going to suck for long enough that... I can't even get this shit out of my mouth. Can the Bruins suck for long enough that Florida accidentally comes back? The answer is no, because Florida makes the dumbest turnovers in the world. That was such a good opportunity. That was your opportunity to cut that to 8, probably more realistically 9. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Avoiding the 5-second violation. Just have good defense here, Florida. Off the right iron, no good. Florida not taking a timeout. Screw it. We go fast. Gators go fast. That's what they say. Or they... Any semblance of pace here? Yeah, just a little lob pass inside. There's a 3 for Florida off the right iron. No good. Dear God, just let this game end. Just holy cannoli. UCLA scored 9 points. Maybe 11. What an absolute trash fire of a game. Just the ugliest basketball that I have ever broadcast. Out of bounds. Ooh, Florida. Here you go, buds. You go ahead and get back in this game there, buddy. Maybe. Any semblance of pace. There's a 3. Oh, there we go. Now it's getting kind of interesting. 8 points. I don't think they'll do anything. It's too little too late. Oops. 48-40. 48-40 is your score. UCLA will go ahead and move on, and we will just quickly forget that this game ever happened. Just move right past it. Florida looked like a team that did not even deserve to be in the tournament in the first place. I forgot to look at the stats because I was actually going to do that. But that's okay. Again, just get rid of it. Just take it from your brain, throw it on the wall. Get rid of it. Or more appropriately, throw it in the garbage can. Pardon me. Connecticut. And North Carolina. These two teams will be the finale of the Sweet 16. Get that good hiccup out. So here we go. We are going to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, a place that I'm not sure if we've been. All-American 10 minutes, baseline, mid. All the good stuff. UConn, North Carolina. 30 more minutes here. Or so. A lot of fouls in all of these games. It really slowed the pacing down. Multiple teams getting very close or into the penalty on the fouling situation. As UConn comes in and quickly scores 2 points. Yeah, I don't think we've been here, or it was like the first game. UNC has not played nearly as many games as I thought they would have. I've talked about it before, but just, based on like how it works, I figured they would have won more. Granted, it feels like more of a crapshoot, but there's a 3 from UConn, switching it home. We have some effective offenses here so far. And yes, I'm aware that it's been 2 possessions for UConn and 1 for North Carolina, but coming off the absolute slop fest of the last game, everything looks like gold. What's that? A made shot? Oh, incredible. What's that? They took a 3-pointer at a reasonable time? Amazing. What's that? They passed the ball and it wasn't a dumb turnover? Incredible. What? They didn't just make an insanely stupid turnover for literally no reason? Mind-boggling. Finally, a team got called for a foul? Oh, unbelievable. 6-4. UConn leads. I will maintain that even though Florida sucks and probably should just be banned from the tournament for that performance, they did not shoot nearly enough free throws. Like, plays that looked identical were like, oh, you called this in favor of UCLA last time, but you refused to call it against them? Who's paying you? Huh? Digital referees? Huh? Who's paying you? Who's paying you? I want to know. Send some cash over to me, you know what I mean? Or I'll let out your big secret. You're rigged. You're rigged in the in EA Sports March Madness 2006. You're trash fire, you know what I mean? Acrobatic shot is up and good. UConn ties up the game here. And a very fast-paced first 2 minutes. Can't believe it's been 2 whole minutes of this game. 30 seconds of it I spent on a dumb bit about digital refs being bribed with fake digital money. They give you free copies of Monopoly? Is that what it was? Defensive foul, North Carolina ball. They'll shoot 2. UConn player number 21 picks up his first. And it is the first team foul, so pair of free throws coming for the UNC Tar Heels, who get blocked. All that for a block. Missed free throw, and then just the ball hanging out. Just like, yo, hey, we're cool. That would just went off the Huskies' hands. You can pass it forward there. Pass it back. Get blocked. All right, cool, good. Excellent plan. Get blocked again. Not what I would have done, but all right. 11-11 here. Some good defense by UConn. Good offense by both teams. That's a deep 3 for UConn, and they are stroking it from deep. Feeling very good. That was a deep 3-pointer that was made. Stolen away by UConn. They got a guy way up front. 2-on-1 opportunity here. It's going to be another foul on UNC. 2 from the line. First one is good. Surprised he didn't throw it back to his teammate who was streaking up the left side. But hey, I'm just a regular human broadcasting digital basketball. What the fuck do I know? You know? Pass down to the right. 2 quick passes inside. The defense was well prepared for that. UConn's going to have to slow down. Loose ball situation. Kind of going all over the place. Everything's a mess and a disaster. It ends in a foul. 3rd team foul for North Carolina. So the continuation of holy fouls, Batman. That continues here. as it is 17-11, 6:34 first half. There's a nice pass up the court, and surprisingly, UConn's working with a full court defense for some reason. There's a three for North Carolina off the mark. It's going to be almost put back in. Lead to a foul, so hopefully they can pull a couple of points out of this possession. Just kidding. Hopefully they can pull a point out of this possession. Okay, they do that. I was preparing my just kidding. I was ready. I was prepped. I was going to go, just kidding. Tar Heels suck at basketball. What a jam by UConn. Up 7 here in Chapel Hill. Inside, off the right rim. Couple of bounces. Drops home. Gets the friendly roll. 19-14. Over 4 minutes gone here. Fast-paced 4 minutes. There is a three-pointer, and that makes it 22-14. So UNC, I've thrown myself off. I said UConn. They're usually just referred to as Connecticut, even though I say UConn, because everyone does. But it's also UNC, so my brain is broken. I don't know which one to call which. Huskies, Tar Heels, separated by 6 points here. Connecticut's really had their way with the defense here, just scoring at will, getting easy shots to drop, getting contested shots to drop. 2 quick passes inside. Hook shot floated and good. 24-18, 5:02 first half. Nice steal there by the University of North Carolina. Passes back. That's a nice block by UConn. Oh my goodness, that looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points. Tar Heels will look to do the same on the other end. Wasn't a block, but, affected the shot enough. Guy coming up on the left. Puts that one down, and North Carolina closes the gap down to 4. So some good defense here. It's a very good game. Passing it around, UConn passed up the 3, elected to take it. Off the back iron, no good. North Carolina. They don't have any numbers, so we'll have to pull back and reset. They have a guy wide open down in the paint. I don't know why they didn't throw it to him. Probably because, well, A, you can get a 3, but B, maybe even more importantly, probably because their center for UConn has instilled fear into the Tar Heels and just be like, you know what, I don't want to do that. I know it looks open, but that center, he will show up. He will show up. He will smash the ball back in my face. I will feel bad. My girlfriend Stacy is in the crowd. I don't want to look like a loser, all right? Okay, I just want to pass the ball. I want to live to shoot another shot. That's my goal here. By the way, North Carolina coming all the way back from that early 8-point deficit, and they have taken the lead at 25-24. But it won't last another 2 possessions. I don't know. I was going to say it won't last long because I thought that was going to go back in, but clearly it did. So 25-24. 3 minutes remain. There's a 3 for North Carolina off the iron short. Passes it forward. 2-on-2 here. Connecticut will reset. Work a small guy down into the paint. Now they'll kind of reset, and instead, they will turn the ball over. So there's a dog right in the way here. Almost stole the ball. Almost did. Didn't quite get it, but that's all right. Passes forward. There's a 3 for North Carolina. Offensive rebound is put back, and it is 27-24. That replay did not make it look like the ball went through the hoop at all. I guess we'll just have to count it. But rigged officials? Working around. the outside. They have a lot of players over in that one corner. There are 6 people just hanging out down there. 3 Rams, 3 Dogs, 3 Huskies, I should say. That is right at the line. Oh, what a putback. What a putback. Between Louisville and North Carolina, we have 2 of the bigger shot clocks we've seen. Picked off by North Carolina, scored 2 points on their last possession. They were down by 3. Shot up and good. So UConn regains the lead. They were up 8, lost the lead. Fell down a little bit. That's slammed home. The lead will change hands again, 29-28, North Carolina. Excellent offensive contest here with some spectacular defensive plays. A solid first half of action here. We hope this continues in the second half. Because, dear God, do I need another contender for best September Mascot Madness too. Because it has been few and far between. I thought this was the game, but maybe it's not. I believe I have a copy of NCAA 07 for PS2. I looked the other day, but I couldn't find it at the store. I'm pretty sure I have one. I mean, it's also not that expensive, so it's like, oh, I spent $4 on a game I already own. Whoopsie daisies. But I also may just have it on 360, which I don't believe has mascot mode in it. Pass back to the 3 line. Nice shot there, UNC getting the lead by 2 with under 15 seconds to go here. Connecticut can tie it with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Likely hold for the final shot here. They will get a 3 off. No good, though. North Carolina will take it. That's way to the left. Looked bad. Didn't even probably get close. But that's okay. UNC leads by 2, which is very thankful because it looked like it might start to get to be a blowout early. But that is not how it worked. Instead, it's an insane acrobatic flip shot in and the foul. So North Carolina will go to the line to shoot for the 3-point play. Just kidding. They don't know how to make free throws. Good for them. So it'll stay a 4-point game. UConn, that is way too easy. For some reason, they just didn't shoot the ball. I don't know what's happening. Kick it back out, and that's probably a 2. Doesn't matter. Didn't go. Took a step he didn't need to take. That was an easy 2 that, because of a graphical glitch, he just didn't go for. UNC running a little bit of a screen up at the top to try and get an open lane. Nothing doing there. Lost the ball low. Nice defense by North Carolina. Unfortunately, the loose ball was picked up by Connecticut and put back in for 2. So an exciting 45 seconds here in the second half. Final game here. One of these teams gets to go to the Elite 8. That's twice we've seen that problem. That is really weird. It works so well for other teams in the tournament to just run a screen right at the top and just run a player down as quickly as possible. Usually works out very well. That's 2 weird glitches in this one that have led to some weirdness. Some weirdness, huh? 36, 34, 8:35, second half. And I mean, both of those were very easy shots, too. Like, it's just, like, thinking about it, it's like, man, that's so odd. We saw Arizona State run that over and over and over. And we'll presumably see them run that a bit in the next round as well. There's a 3 for UConn. That is good. They'll take the lead 37-36. Well, at least now we know with the last game. Rattles home and drops 38-37. With the last game, if a team hits a game-winning shot at the buzzer, everything's like perfectly legal and everything, like ball left the hand clean before the buzzer went off and there's no time left. There will be a little bit of an animation. I say that because we had that double overtime game that was kind of weird that also involved Temple. where it looked like the shot went in, but I was very confused and I thought the refs blew it, but they didn't. Anyway. Oh, UConn, nice steal there. Pass it forward. That's a nice jam home, and just like that, it's a 3-point Connecticut lead. So UNC fell down 8. They took the lead there for a little bit. It's been competitive back and forth here. UConn now up 3. We'll see what North Carolina elects to do. No reason for them to take a 3 here. I mean, I guess they don't have to. They can get a good look, why not? 17 seconds on the shot clock. Instead, they'll turn the ball over. That Husky was just waiting there, aching for that kind of pass, that just kind of floaty grab there. 43-38. Working it around the baseline. Pass is back. 5-point game here. North Carolina needs points and not a turnover. Stepped out of bounds. Unfortunate, unforced error. Spin move back inside. Nice block. Just can't get it to go. North Carolina quickly down by 7 here. See if they have another run inside them. They were able to overcome an 8-point deficit earlier. Look out for the baseline bandit. Spins back around. Gets enough space to put it down the jam. Put it down. Put it down. I tried to say down, but up started to come out. And I was able to correct myself, but led to a weird sounding sentence out of me. UConn with the 3. Was 5, now 8. Or I guess was 7, then 5, now 8. Quick pass inside. Can't get anything past that Husky. Instead, they have to take the other Husky and dunk on him. Yeah, they'll have to go at the other Husky because I presume the center has just been so good. UNC didn't elect to go all the way down to the basket. Probably a good call. It was a nice quick inside pass, so not that big of a deal. Same difference either way. Maybe a more confident shot. Halfway through the second half. Final game's a good one. There's a 3 from UConn, short. North Carolina, they can cut this down to 2. Get it down to 1 if they really want to. Oh, they can get it to 1. Not the way I thought they would try, but that definitely works. A fantastic play there. Through the contact, getting the foul. North Carolina, though, has not been good from the free throw line, unfortunately for them. So the Tar Heels remain down 2. UConn makes a substitution. See if that affects which team that affects more. I didn't catch if it was how many fouls the player had. There's a 3 for UConn, short. All right, North Carolina, you can tie it here. 2 8-point deficits overcome in 1 game. That's an excellent headline. Really makes for a great game. Oh, he had the open shot. That's a 3. It's short off the right iron. I like that shot. I like it a lot. He was wide open. He looked at it. Got rim. It sounds like a shitty Got Milk ad. Got rim. The NBA probably did that. At some point, made fun of Got Milk. There's a 3 for UConn. That's off the right iron. It's going to be rebounded by UConn. That putback was no good, though. It's just like a series of ferocious dunks in a very late 90s style. Has lots of flashing and shadows. Both literal shadows, what you would see the your shadow, right? Don't do this motion, that's bad. like shadow, right? But also word shadows behind them. And it moves the words around on the screen a lot for no reason. North Carolina's down by 1. 3:23 remaining here in the second half. It's going to be a foul on North Carolina. Contact there. I guess warranted a foul. Second personal on number 50. That might actually be like Tyler Hansborough. I suppose right around the time North Carolina, or Florida, I guess, was really good. North Carolina's always good. That might have been the Hansborough years. UConn applying a little defensive pressure here. They had a pretty good look at a easy 2. Pass inside. Shot up, no good. Tipped in, no good. Or the tip, no good, or put back, no good. There it is. UNC jams at home, and here we are, all knotted up at 49 apiece. Under 3 to go. Hopefully we're in for a fantastic finish. That was bad on both sides. I thought that was going to be an easy jam home. Somehow he missed a wide open dunk. 51-49. Quick passes inside. Through the contact, gets it up and in. So we'll see how the next minute and a half goes. I don't think we'll see any intentional fouls unless somebody's up by 2 possessions, but we might see some. We'll see a lot of timeouts. See what UConn has up their sleeve. Both teams have felt like they've been good from the offensive end, I say, as they miss a shot. There's been some really solid defense as well. Probably more so on the UConn side, the solid defensive aspect. But North Carolina's been good. Passes it to the left. Pass inside through the contact again. Tried to get the same thing twice. Didn't work the second time. Offensive rebound is helpful in this situation. 91 seconds to go. 2-point game. UConn driving. That's right into a double team. And that will be blocked back in your face. Weirdly enough, it's not a terrible shot in this game. We see a lot of that's easy money. See a lot of shots that somehow make it through 2 defenders. I was worried. Hang on, let's finish thoughts. A lot of shots go through 2 defenders, so it wasn't the worst shot in the world. On the flip side, that North Carolina pass I was very worried about because we see a lot of turnovers in that kind of just general area. But to be able to thread that needle and find an easy 2 points is excellent news. 3-4. UConn puts a little pressure on the Tar Heels. Now, there's 1 minute and 7 seconds remaining. North Carolina does not necessarily have to take a 3 this time down the floor. They need to come away with points. That part is obvious, right? It doesn't have to be a 3. Passes around outside. Float past 2 passes. Ooh, last time I said they could get a 3, they went for the and 1 opportunity. Now let's see if they can make it 2 for 2 from the line. They do. 58-57. No reason to take a timeout. You also, if you're North Carolina, you can gamble a little bit here. Or let them go right to the hoop. There was an offensive rebound. It got put back and jammed home. So North Carolina did not work the way you wanted it to. That was kind of not anything I would have suggested. What I would have suggested is exactly what Connecticut's doing. Try and force a turnover, a 10-second violation, or a strip. Something like that. There's no shot clock, so North Carolina needs to start fouling now. They're down 3. That'll be another one. Third personal for number 50. So we're going to see some substitutions. A little hard to keep track of the information that's going across the screen. I believe this will be... That wasn't a foul. It was out of bounds. Oh my goodness. There's a 3 for North Carolina. It's short. That was a wasted opportunity. The most bizarre of the inbounds turnovers. Get it, get it, get it. Get the ball. It's not hot potato. You want it. North Carolina, they will probably throw the game away right here. There were 12 seconds on the clock. You had everything you wanted right there. You absolute horned morons. There were 12 seconds. That is more than enough time to run up the court. There is zero reason for you to do that. Why are you throwing it so far up the floor? You're going to do it again. You ruined an excellent game with your stupidity, North Carolina. Somehow there's still 9.5 seconds remaining, and somehow they're only down by 5. Push it forward, push it forward, push it forward. There's a 3. Off the right iron, no good. Maybe take another step, idiot. Okay. Damn it. That's been unfortunate. We've had a lot of good games that have been kind of ruined at the end by really dumb plays from one of the teams. In that case, literally throwing the game away. We'll see if that saves correctly. That'll mean that UConn and UCLA will take each other on in the Elite 8. We have punched all of the tickets. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Coming up in the Elite 8, we have Villanova, Louisville, Memphis, Maryland. Oh, God. Just double M's. South Carolina, Arizona State, and UCLA, Connecticut, who knocked off North Carolina, who made 2 really good efforts to come back from 8-point deficits. I don't actually know if they came back from the second one. Anyway, it was a good game for the most part. UConn kind of pooped their pants there at the end and ruined everything. But hey, what do you expect from a bunch of tar-heeled idiots? Yeah, with that being said, all of the brackets are locked in. All the points are locked in. No one can get anything, which is unfortunate. Everybody ended up with goose eggs past the 3rd round, and only 4 points were scored in the entire 4th round. There were no points are going to be scored in the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final 4, or no. I don't know. What am I looking at here? Anyway, let's try this again. There were only 4 points scored in the Sweet 16 round, which is really unfortunate. A lot of brackets took a lot of damage early, and it's an unfortunate thing. I'm bummed about it. But we do have Red Knight Girl who wins, so they win a free gift sub to twitch.tv/Shaunosaurus Rex. They win with a score of 33. The Beeb finishes in 2nd with 24. It's a guessing game in 3rd with 19. I finished in 4th with 18, and Blind Guesses finished in 5th with 15. So better luck next time, everybody. Thank you for filling out brackets. Hopefully you had fun with it while it lasted. Sorry it was a little bit shorter this time around. But there we go. That is the entire round of the Sweet 16. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching this on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow on YouTube, we will finish up this whole tournament and crown a champion down to the final 8 contenders. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you then.